Hello?
Hello?
Oh. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
How much?
We having technical difficulty? Or,
Well, not me, but
okay.
I might be slightly having them. Honestly, I'm just looking over investments, so doing the adult thing.
What is adult?
A miserable pile
You know
of
what?
secrets.
I was gonna say once I figure that out, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Please let me know. I still haven't figured it out.
Yeah, maybe that's what adulting is. It's just figuring out what you are. Sorry. Okay, I got pseudo-philosophical there for a moment.
That was much deeper than I expected. Shit.
That's
hey,
in turn
I
is
might be a
adulting.
chaotic being, but it doesn't mean I don't know my shit.
I don't know. That sounded like a whole lot to me.
Says he's chaotic, pays his bills. Lol.
Yeah.
I'm chaotic, not stupid.
Says he's chaotic, isn't stupid. Lol.
The only kind of.
Guys are assholes.
I'm on.
Okay, who's...
What was that? Hello?
What?
Just heard someone yell all of a sudden.
Yeah, I heard a
That was me. I heard the fucking Facebook ping again. That from Obi. It was Obi's thing.
What are you doing on Facebook?
First off, I don't have Facebook. Second off, my computer ain't got speakers, so I know it ain't from me.
It's Facebook. It's the Facebook Messenger ping. I know what I'm hearing.
I don't use Facebook.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't use Facebook.
I'm currently
Oh, God damn
not
it.
on it.
It was my own Facebook. God damn it.
Ha!
Trying to say it's me. I don't use the face box.
What?
I have a face and it's not in a book right now, so ha!
That's because I don't know how to read.
Otis.
Wizard Council 2021 banned spell list. Unending Penis Barrage. Summon Ketamine Ape. Greater Baja Blast. Transmute out of Idaho. Homoerotic Vortex.
I'm sorry. Transmute Idaho?
Yes, Transmute Idaho.
Why Idaho specifically?
Can you explain the context of this, please?
That's just the
Look,
2021.
I know what
Wizard
Idaho
spell
is,
list
and even I don't know what the context is.
The 2021 what?
2021 Wizard banned spell list.
Under whose authority?
Pay attention.
No, whose authority? Which wizard is banning these spells?
The Wizard Council, obviously.
Who the fuck are they? I can vote for no wizard council.
Nobody knows the Wizard Council. That's why they're the Wizard Council. If anyone inquires about the Wizard Council, they get their memory modified. That's why nobody knows about the Wizard Council.
And they supposedly have the authority to go around banning spells, please.
Are you gonna tell them no?
Yes.
They're all level 20 wizards.
Yeah, I'm a member of the Black Otaku Council. They can't touch me.
They won't have to.
Alright, boys, move in. We got him.
I will have to say, though, all of the spells I listed sound like spells Obi would have made.
Of course,
Oh,
they're
totally.
spells he would have made.
Like,
Summon Ketamine Ape.
and Unending Penis Barrage.
Or Transmute Idaho. He would do that just for lols.
Homoerotic Vortex.
In Idaho, there's no lulls to be had.
He'd make lols.
I don't even know what Idaho is. I'll transmute it anyway. Fuck it.
Also, if you guys have Epic Game Store, Dead by Daylight's free to buy.
Not interested.
Yeah. Not really my thing.
Fair enough.
I would be interested had I not played so many other zombie survival games.
That's not that
It's
game.
not a zombie survival, it's a serial killer survival.
You're thinking Dying Light, not Dead by
Oh
Daylight.
yeah.
Which is
Sorry,
always so freaking confusing.
Hey, it's a free game, man. Free shit.
I don't need something free if I'm not gonna use it.
Why not collect all the things, even if they're meaningless? Collect them.
I'm not a trash panda.
Hello, Scorp.
I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
So, Scorp, do you like the new character I have that pretty much does dick measuring contests with you now?
I want to fight him so bad.
I'm glad I finally found the one finally made the one character that actually gets under your skin.
Oh no, it's not a matter of getting under my skin. It's just I want to fucking fight him. Like that's one thing about my character. Like if they see other people fighting and they're not allowed to fight, they're bored.
Again,
Very violent.
My character measures you up, so.
Yeah, measuring me up. I'm forgetting about the fact that I can just spam pimp hit points. Like literally.
Well,
being
again,
within 10 feet of me is just
keep in
3
mind,
hit
in
points.
that, I want you to keep in mind, in that one-on-one fight, I held back. I had way more things I could do.
Okay.
Can you put away your
I
meter
literally could
sticks and
have
rulers for a
downed
bit?
Italian in that fight if I wanted to.
Put your meter sticks and your rulers away and put your dicks back in your pants, Jesus.
It's this big.
Okay. I'm going to read off the spell that allows me to do this chaos.
True, but again, if one thing doesn't work, I have several others I can use. I have options for your pain.
So, that fractured shards, huh?
Oh, sorry.
We sure should
There
be
it
sharding those fractures or fracturing those
I'm
shards.
sorry, what did you just say?
Or choosing that Aria.
Okay.
You want to repeat that? Peter?
Fracturing the shards?
No, you said something different.
Sharding the fractures? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't even think about that. Yikes.
I forgot to mention this, but I get, it's not actual PTSD, but I get really bad memories of FF10 when listening to this song on loop over and over.
I never played the game.
What? What are you talking about? This song is the best song in Final Fantasy X, and at no way absolutely grinds against you.
Absolutely not.
Your nerves.
Phrasing.
Maybe that's why I'm the only person that likes it. Because I never played the frickin' game.
Yeah, if you had played this game, you would never listen to this song willingly.
Those frickin' temple trials.
I only play it because this dragon lady kind of feels like this song fits her because knowledge and puzzles and shit.
Does, actually.
Okay, hold on. I may have to completely reboot my fucking browser. Give me a moment.
Should we start while he's doing that? We are still in the library.
Sure.
Yeah, I can see her mindless shit.
I don't remember what we were doing last time, if I'm gonna be completely honest.
Trading.
I needed to roll dice about Thorgrim's rock thing. Conton had just gotten a special book that he had told the dragon would become a family heirloom, and he was willing to curse his entire family lineage if they sold the fucking thing.
Yeah, I was promised a roll to see if I can get a thing.
Yeah, I did those rolls already.
Right.
Now for the results.
Now, granted, it probably won't be useful to you because this dragon hoards knowledge and books and such, but you are going to get something.
Oh, cool.
So, Phenom, you actually watched last session recently. Give everyone an update as to what's going on.
Okay, essentially, we went to the alleyway, did some detective shit. We figured out one of the ways to stop the people, well, the cult, and the fact that the long-nailed, clawed, laughing undead person is linked to the cult. One of the ways to stop them was to tell, what's her name? Zazel and her friend, leader, what was going on. So we did, and they gave us the ability to go around with less restrictions than usual. We were now able to go to the crypt without anyone stopping us, and we were given permission to attempt to go into the library. So now we're in the library, and we got a boatload of information for telling information, because, thankfully, we're from another dimension, so we have a lot of information this dragon lady didn't know about.
Oh, yes.
We figured out...
What was the dragon's name again?
Hold on, I think I haven't... Well, no, we never asked.
We were told the name.
The name is the librarian, but we never asked what her actual name is.
Her title is the librarian.
From her that we learned a couple of things, namely that what's his name? The lizard man, Rashi. There we go. Rashi was fighting with the puppeteer, I think, the puppeteer or someone of the cult, out in an area because they're fighting over land or something or another. We did manage to guess that beforehand, but it's cool that was confirmed. What else? Erdak was talking to Adel about Ricky, and now Adel is very suspicious of him. What else? Oh yeah, Thorgrim and Tauntaun tried to get Adel to get other people to give their life energy to man, I'm forgetting names. Zuriel. Adel repeatedly said no. Arguments continued until Hubert literally screamed at them, and Thorgrim got very upset at that, and so Tauntaun did therapy mode again and calmed them down. I think that's all of it. Oh yeah,
Pretty much.
we did discover one interesting thing. The way how we would be able to solve the whole thing with the undead and figure out who he is linked to, and which would be how to stop him, is just to kill him, and then when he's recovering, we just cast a scry on him. So then we figure out where he pops up again, see who he's next to, and then just go and get him. I think that's everything.
It's my kind of interrogation.
The physical kind.
Oh yeah, we're also going to go to the crypt to figure out how to stop the Redeemed and Zuriel's flame, because if we turned off Zuriel's flame, that would just kill all the Redeemed, and nobody really wants that.
Zuriel's false flame in this case.
Well, not really. It is Zuriel's. Sort of.
Yes.
We think, we're not sure.
Corrupted flame?
It does have a piece of Zuriel in it, but we're not sure.
There is one minor detail that you have missed.
That is?
There is an arena fight in a few days.
Oh yeah, the Battle Royale, that's in 2 days. I thought you were going to talk about the fact that Thorgrim is still suspicious of Poe Masters.
Well, he is, but...
But that's beside the point.
Yeah.
Also, I figured out what my issue was. I was using a outdated version of this with the new version of a side thing for it.
Nice.
I know, right? I should really keep this shit updated.
Okie doke. I think that's everything.
Should look.
Well, again, the purge is tomorrow, so...
Oh yeah, that too. But
So-
you're just going to be riding on Hubert's shoulders, so you'll be fine.
Despite the fact that he's not the tallest.
But you're not strong enough to hold me up with all your stuff.
What stuff?
She's too thick for you.
Mother of
What
mercy.
stuff? He has a bag and that's it.
What's your strength again?
It's an 8.
There you go.
But at the same time, Tauntaun doesn't. Why is this so long? Why? Why are you so big? Why? Why do you have to be this? Where are all of my other macros? What the fuck? What did Roll20 do? What the shit? How do I get rid of this?
Anything else you have to add, Phenom?
Nothing that I can think of.
Anyway.
Okay, in that case, we start now.
Oh shit, I just remembered some stuff, but it's fine. It's okay. It was semi-pertinent, but not enough that I'm going to recap it.
Just say it.
Just say it? Okay. Zuriel was linked to, what was his name? The, leader who's in charge of the Flame of Zuriel knew Zuriel in the past.
Okay, so according to this, the only things that he keeps constantly on him is a total of 4 pounds and a spell book. So,
Right.
about 5 pounds.
Moving on.
Moving on. So, D&D starts now?
Yes.
Okay.
So what you guys doing?
Waiting for the result of what Thorgrim gets.
Thorgrim's burbed currently.
Oh, yes?
Oh, right. Damn it.
Okay.
Well, I guess in the meantime, it'll... Jubilee will ask the dragon what her name is.
The dragon looks to you and goes, Quota.
Quota. Okay.
Quota?
Quota. The librarian.
Huh. Thought it was gonna be quota. Quota. Fuck.
Yep, just how it's spelled.
Now, I suppose I must reward 2 of you for interesting information of kingdoms unknown to me. And with that, the little clockwork creations begin shambling towards Adelsar Day, holding a little book that seems to be bound by a twig.
She'll pick it up and look it over.
Okay. You get a manual of Lesser Golem.
Strange. Thank you.
He nods.
She'll put it away. I do know of more kingdoms. Well, a couple more at least. Would you be willing to trade in that information?
On what you wish from me.
Sorry, can you say that again?
It depends on what you wish from me.
Yes, there was one thing I was wondering. Apparently, there are 2 members of our party who would be weak to holy water, and we've been trying to figure out who it would be, but we can't tell.
Correction, we're trying to figure out who the second one would be.
Right, who the second one is, and we cannot figure it out. Would you know who it is?
He slowly smiles before saying, I can figure it out.
Without harming us with holy water?
Of course.
Or harming us at all?
Of course.
So how will
I
you...
guess her methods are more deductive than
Okay.
brutish.
Okay, then let's do it then.
Can I do an insight check just in case?
He seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. Just checking.
Now then, before we get to that, you, she says, pointing a claw towards Thorgrim, I
Yes?
must reward you for your information. your kingdom.
Oh, thank you.
And she waves her hand, and Clockwork scurries up, holding out a book towards you, Thorgrim.
I will take said book.
Can you say that again? You were a little robot-y to me.
I'll take a look at the cover.
Okay. You have gotten an enduring spellbook.
Oh, what's that do?
It is a book that cannot be damaged by fire, nor immersion to water, and it does not deteriorate with age. And it is a spellbook.
Okay. Hang on.
Sorry.
Sorry, what was that last bit?
Doesn't get damaged by fire, immersion to water, and it is a spellbook.
Okay, cool. I will keep it in my possession for now because handing it off to someone else in front of the person who just gave it to me would be a little rude. Thorgrim will nod his head and say, "Thank you kindly. Appreciate it."
He nods. Now, the issue with figuring out which one of you is susceptible to holy water, I will need samples of your blood. Only a drop.
Okay. Jubilee will just immediately get a dagger out and prick her finger real quick. Well, I'm pretty sure you know the result of this one.
I do not need one from you.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Very well.
I got like a knife or something.
Jubilee will just go around pricking everybody's finger.
Ow. Okay.
Ow.
A little Clockwork will scuttle up, offering a vial for you to drop the drop into.
Bloop,
Alright, I
bloop,
wanted to feel useful.
bloop, and it goes.
Who is all giving a sample?
I am.
Everyone?
Everyone, I
know
think.
Anton is.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you order Hubert and Riki to give one as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Because Hubert
But
would not,
Riki, this might hurt slightly.
Hubert would not offer unless ordered to.
That's just Hubert. That's just normal.
Now, it will take time for me to investigate.
Very well.
Do you know how much time?
Oh, a few hours. A day at most.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll be able to get the results before the actual purging.
It would be preferred.
We will see.
Alright. In which case, I do have 2 kingdoms under my knowledge. I'll trade you more books for those.
At this, she actually seems a bit perturbed. You are asking a lot of my hoard today.
If you do not
Perhaps
want to
another
trade,
time.
then this is fine.
I do not. For now, I have given you a mini.
Very well. If that's the case, then we should probably be on our way then. unless anyone else has anything else they want to ask.
I think I'm good.
I don't really have anything relevant, unfortunately.
I guess we'll head off then.
Okay. Since you are all in agreement that you will be going, she raises one of her hands and slowly begins waving it. And as she does, you hear mechanical clinking below you before the floor begins rising. And as soon as I find the map again, there it is. Boop. You are back on the street of the city.
Huh. Here we are.
What time of day is it right now, DM?
You all spent quite a lot of time in there. It's close. Yeah, it's a little past mid-afternoon, from what you can tell.
Mid-afternoon, okay.
Ado looks up at the sky for a bit. Well, before we go to the catacombs, there is something I would like to do. Shouldn't take too long, hopefully.
Well, you seem a little antsy right now.
Do you need a little help doing whatever you need to do?
No, actually. And she looks at Hubert. You should be able to do it. And she hands him her 2 remaining Hydra scales. Can you go sell these at the blacksmith?
Of course.
Thank you. Try and get the same price that Thorgrim got, which was 40 for each.
I got it. Blacksmith did 40 gold.
Would it be alright if I also gave him my scales?
You want to sell the rest of yours?
That would give me about 400 gold.
May I make a suggestion? And you can totally disagree with this if you wish.
Yeah?
Why not just pay for the rest of your ring and Hydra scales?
Not a bad idea.
So, how would you want me to do that then?
Well, I offered to give you the ring for two diamonds, each worth 50 gold.
Yeah.
Therefore, when your scales are sold, you just give me 100 of gold of the profit.
I already paid you 20, so the 80 would remain, correct?
Right. Yes. 80.
Right. Yeah, that sounds good.
Perfect.
And he'll take out the pouches of Hydra scales that he has and hold them out to Hubert.
Hubert will take them.
All right.
Thank you.
Hubert, when you're done, please meet us at the catacombs.
Very well.
All right. Then Ale will nod to him and look to the others. All right, let's go to the catacombs. Also, Scorp, are you there?
Yeah, I'm around.
Okay, you're just uncharacteristically quiet, so I was confused.
I'm troubleshooting my codes.
Alright.
Having issues and hoping that if I do speak, it's not going to be robot-y, as my computer is sounding like an F-150 right now.
Ouch.
That's not good.
It's just preparing to just take off. It's all good.
You mean an F-15?
No, it sounds like an F-150 getting ready to go off the hill.
Okay. When you say take off, that sounds more like a plane.
I mean, if you get enough speed, it'll fly. Not very far. Probably won't live.
You have no issues getting to the catacombs, and the redeemed allow you inside with no arguments.
Alright.
Excellent.
We're just heading straight down to the person, right?
I don't want to walk over, but she's walking slowly, trying to see how this dude's reacting to their presence.
He's currently just standing there watching you.
We came to speak with Melky. Sorry, not Melky. Hold on. What's his name? Janko.
Janko, yeah.
It's important. You'll want to hear what we have to say.
He slowly nods to you as if allowing you to approach.
Alright. She'll head along. Is he gonna stop us from entering the pool or just allow us to get close?
He'll let you go.
Alright, into the pool.
Sploosh.
Sploosh.
Bloosh. Kaboom! Wait.
What? Janko's chamber.
Yep. Over we go.
Bacon!
The battle cry of Torgrim. Look down.
Janko?
Why am I all the way over here?
You see Janko currently praying as he nods to you, letting you know he knows you're there.
And Tauntaun, just like last time, will not go past the line.
We may have found a solution to the issue with the flame. Well, we need help with the solution, I should say. Your help, specifically.
I do not know what help I will be able to give.
Well, first off, I need to ask about the Fallen. You said that they were redeemed they used to be redeemed. But what exactly are they now?
Not quite redeemed. Not quite anything else. They have fragments of what they used to be, what their individuality may have been. But I do not believe they are truly regained.
Are they still linked with other redeemed?
No.
Alright, that's the important thing.
They do not have connections to the redeemed, nor to any of the other fallen.
And especially not to the flame.
Correct.
Perfect. Because at the minute, the only solution that would work would be to snuff out Zuriel's flame. The issue being that would kill who knows how many people.
Yes, well, would kill the redeemed.
And also leave the whole populace vulnerable.
Indeed.
And panicked. Panic is never good in a city.
So, I was hoping you would have a solution, or would be willing to help with a solution that might turn all the redeemed into fallen.
The unfortunate thing, while I can turn them into the fallen, it is a very long and time-consuming process. It does not happen quickly.
What's process? Sorry, continue.
Not only that, but were the angels topside to find out about him, emotions to the mummified angel, I do not think any of them would be willing to deal with either of us.
They do seem very antagonistic towards undead.
Undead are against the natural flow of life.
They seemed pretty okay around Patterson.
Yes, that's true.
They understand necromancy as a magic that people and creatures practice. In fact, even Azazel, to some degree, practices necromancy.
All healing magic is necromancy.
But it is slightly different when it involves an angel or other celestial being.
I understand, but I think if they learned, well, they know the risk at hand. I think they'd be willing to put that aside.
I am not so certain.
Some people's minds can't be changed.
Some people know. But we do know that the redeemed have to listen to Azazel. If not her, then they have to listen to... hold on. I guess...
Yeah, Azazel's not the one that we're concerned about.
Yeah, if not Azazel, then they have to listen to Luminarch.
That might be the problem.
Originally had the fire.
Sorry, you both spoke at once. What did you say?
Contact said.
Okay, chaos first.
Well, I said Luminarch might be the problem. He seems a bit more in his traditional ways, if you know what I mean.
And now Tauntaun?
Or, you know, whoever originally had the fire.
And there we go.
Or, you know, any number of other people that may have handled said fire, or the maker of the fire. Or the core of the fire.
For your issue, Jubilee, I do think that I know a way around that. Traditionalist he may be, he seems to have a great respect for Zuriel. If Zuriel were to say that it is a necessary evil, I think he would acquiesce, especially given everything else Zuriel has taught him.
We also haven't interacted with the third one, Ramiel, yet.
That will be...
That's kind of a thing. We need to get all three on the same page.
That is on the list. Hopefully now we'll have a better chance at finding her. Though it's a little unlikely, but... Either way, she looks to... Janko.
Well, there's also Saresh, too.
Oh, right. I forgot about them. But,
yeah,
Janko...
We gotta get all of them on the same page, and we've yet to get... the only one we have on the right page is Azazel.
We have to. Luminarch was the one that gave me the lessened restrictions.
Yeah, still, I don't know if Luminarch is fully on our page yet. He's getting there, but...
I think he will be.
I don't think he's fully there yet.
Trust me, he will be. But,
you say so.
Janko, what is the process that you use? Can you explain it?
It is a very secretive ritual that I perform.
Secretive. Right.
It is not one that I'm comfortable sharing with others.
I see.
Unless it gets out.
Unless it gets out.
Well, the issue is that it is not by any means a ritual that I can allow to get into the wrong hands.
Why is that?
When performed, the ritual can rob creatures of their radiance, of what makes them celestial.
Oh.
It was a ritual.
If you don't... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
It was a ritual designed to bind angels into mortal flesh. It is not safe for anyone to have this ritual other than I.
If you don't mind me asking, have you done this to anything else other than the Redeemed?
I try not to, but my hand was forced in one instance when an angel became, well, a fallen angel. A true fallen angel. And you see his eyes get distant for a bit, and an emotion crosses his face, and he goes, and I did not enjoy the experience.
I see. If I may ask then, who taught you it?
A demon.
A demon? What was their name?
Now, if you wish me to summon the demon here, I can utter you their name. But, for your safety, and mine, and the city above's, I wish you not to.
Adel just glances up a little. I see.
That means you know what his true name is.
I do.
Wait, the demon is so powerful that even though you know its true name, it's still a danger to you.
Demons and devils do not function across the same rules. While their names hold power, it does not put said demon under your control, especially not permanently. And if they are strong enough, they can shake any charm you may have over them.
I see.
Then there's also the fact that there's collateral that they could do to not actually actively harm you, but still get you killed.
Isn't that because devils are big on the whole, like, contract thing and demons aren't?
Demons are manifestations of chaos and evil. They hold no qualms over anything other than destruction.
Maxwell is now significantly more terrifying.
Devil, on the other hand.
Devils want to uphold the law to some degree. They are lawful in nature, despite the fact that they are not good.
I don't know if it's so much law as it is hold up a code and a contract.
They're the shady lawyers compared to... Would you say that they fall under lawyers? Back and forth.
In any case, this demon taught this power to me. And in exchange, it demanded I forget its true name. However,
You kept it as a contingency?
less I kept it, and more I promised him, so long as I lived, I would not remember his true name.
Ah, the old became an undead clause. You are undead, right?
I am.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Means he's technically not alive.
When dealing with demons, it is always useful to make a contract that favors you more than it favors it.
I'm fairly certain that's just making a deal with anything.
Okay, point of order for a moment. Did we ever ask him about the Laughing Man?
The Laughing
Undead. The Laughing Undead thing.
Nope.
Oh.
I've just been calling him the Laughing Man because it just feels like a fitting title.
I don't think we did.
I just call him Yowie.
Well, maybe we should, considering this might be up his alley of expertise.
Feel free.
Okay, then Jubilee will kind of nudge Adel, so Adel, Maybe we should ask about the laughing killer.
Then ask.
Right, since she's taking a while.
Sorry, I was trying to set up Janko. Janko, if you don't mind me asking, can you sense the presence of other undead things?
If I cast a spell too, yes.
And are you aware of the undead killer running around in Haven?
The Bone Claw.
Oh, so that's what it's called.
Yeah.
I think I still like Yowie Finger guy.
Anyways.
The creature...
Yeah, we're trying to stop that thing from killing anyone else, but...
The creature is a failed lich.
Neat! Note to self. Be very careful when going for lichdom.
I do not know how, but somewhere he made an error which would have transformed him into a lich. As such, his body... Essentially, his body was rewarded with the ability where his soul was not. His soul instead commingled with another, one that holds true hatred and malice, and it bound with said soul. Now, it exists so long as that one exists.
So we have to kill someone else before we kill that bone claw thing?
Technically, you can also be rid of it by making whoever it is bound to turn over a new leaf and give up their anger, hostility, and aggression and hate.
Yeah, actually. Who do we know that seems angry, or either not showing it, or obvious?
So far?
Slowly turns around and looks at all the charisma-based casters of the group.
What?
What are you looking at?
If we're planning on taking
Really wanna be fuckers!
if we're planning on taking the more peaceful route, which I'm sure Adel Sarday would like more.
Yes.
I'm not going to be of any help there.
That's not true. But that aside, we do need to figure out who this person is. You said that you could sense undead. Would you be able to sense... Well, how far is the range of your spell?
I cannot detect exact locations. Only a
General
general
locations.
area.
Even a general location would help.
A general area in a city as vast as this will tell you where he is, but he can easily move after I tell you.
Yes, it's not like he has a specific part of the city that he works in.
He's also pretty quick.
That too. And he can teleport. But this was useful. If the person who has a soul into him is that angry at the city, it would make an excellent weakness for the cult to manipulate. I'd have some ideas who it could be, but we need to meet with the leaders to figure that out. Hello?
Oh, nothing. I just unmuted myself. I had a call.
Oh. Anyway.
I was just taking a note.
It is a shame, though. I was hoping there'd be a way to... I don't know. Perhaps power up your ritual so that it would work on multiple people at once.
Unfortunately, I do not have a means to do this.
That limits our options then.
Wait, hold on. Roll
What?
back. What all did I miss so far?
When did you leave?
Before talks of a ritual being powered up were a thing, and shortly after Bone Claw.
Well, we figured out that the person that's in control of Bone Claws probably has a bone to pick with the city. Pun unintended. And Adel's just like, man, I wish there was a way to pop the ritual so it'd work on multiple people at once. But if that's not the she stops. What would happen if you did that ritual on the flame?
I do not know.
The ritual...
Do you really want to risk that, considering it's part of...
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
You mean Zuriel?
Yeah, maybe we want to split the fire bits first?
If it's possible to do so, then yes, of course. Might be an option.
Again, we don't even know, haven't even seen the fire, so for all we know, there could be a solution to purify it of a corruption or something of that matter. We don't know.
I suppose we'll all have to take a look at the fire then. We should be allowed to. I'll add that to the list of things we need to do.
I'm not staying out past night, though.
I thought the purging only happened tomorrow. Like, mid-afternoon.
Starts in the morning.
In the morning? Oh, then you have plenty of time.
I just don't want to take a chance of suddenly, they feel like starting it early.
If push comes to shove, you can ride on Hubert's shoulders.
Hubert, who is not here.
He's gonna meet us at the entrance to the catacombs.
Look, if it's all the same to you, Adelsarte, I'd rather just not risk anything, and I could try to help by doing research when you guys can freely move about.
Where and how will you be doing research?
I mean, the museum we looked at before might have some ideas, or I could probably get some ideas there.
You okay at staying at the museum for 2 days?
Speaking of research, let's not forget that we have a friend doing a little extra research on the thing we couldn't figure out, so...
Yeah.
That's true.
Either that or, go back to Quota and hang out with her. It's not the worst idea, but still, I don't think she'd appreciate my presence.
Yes.
We need to keep very mindful of the purging, because we don't know if one of us is going to just randomly set on fire or something.
Very well. We should return back to the inn before tomorrow morning then. So probably evening or before midnight at the latest. Very well. She nods to Janko. Thank you for your time.
He nods to this.
Can you send us back out?
Thanks.
Very well. And he waves his hands, and sand begins twirling around all of you. Before you... There you go.
So next move then.
Completely unknowing to himself, Thorgrim has a handful of Jubilee's skirt and he's clutching it, and he's just like, "Oh shit, sorry."
Huh?
I
Jubilee barely noticed because
I'm still a bit scared. Sorry.
That's fine. I'm a little antsy myself, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, I noticed. You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm just not looking forward to what happens next.
Yeah. Same here.
Fortunately, I may have a new suspicion, and I don't like where it's going.
That's not good.
It'll be something I'll have to look into while I can't go outside.
That makes sense.
Adel's going to look around. Is Hubert around?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, brother, he's dead. Okay.
Either that or he killed the blacksmith.
No,
Probably.
No.
Who do you think she's saying is dead?
Alright. Alright. I don't want to end up having Hubert wonder where we are. She'll look to the are there any redeemed about?
Yes.
Right. She goes to the redeemed. Hello. If,
Citizen.
Yes, if someone tall, dark elf with black hair and a brooding expression walks over, can you tell him to meet us at the inn, please?
The inn. Very well.
He'll know what we mean.
Radiant Halo.
Hubert will know what we mean.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're really putting stock in the fact that he picks the right dark brooding elf. There could be more than one.
She looks to the redeemed. How many dark brooding elves have you seen today, sir?
7.
Enough.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Too many evos around today.
Okay, if you see one that's dressed in black, and then she describes his clothes.
Adel, I don't think they're a postal service, so
Yeah.
it might just be best if one of us waits for him here.
I'll do it.
She just looks to Tonton. No, for your safety and his, I suggest I'll do it.
Hey, me and him get along fine. Once he has me gagged and tied up.
I have no intentions of doing that to you.
There he is.
What the?
See? It works wonders.
Adel just turns to look to Hubert. Ah, there you are.
Were you growing impatient, my lady?
Yes.
I apologize.
What?
I got hung up with the blacksmith.
Why?
We had a very heated debate of what he should offer me gold-wise.
How
I
much
swear to
did...
God, if on the hung up line, if we find him hung somewhere.
She glances to Jubilee. You didn't hang him somewhere, did you?
Negging, I did not.
Nor did you attack him or kill him or anything like that?
I had no reason to.
Ah, good. How much did you get?
I got 45 per scale.
Oh, impressive.
Oh.
Alright. So that should be 45 times... Well, how many scales did you give him?
I gave him 100 GP worth.
So that should be 100 and... What? Fucking math. Okay. 8%... 5 is 8% of 40. So that would be 116. I think. If my math is correct. But yeah, I get 9T.
That reminds me, did Tauntaun ever sell his scales?
Yes.
You never told me he did, so I do not know.
If you didn't say so, then and it's in your inventory, the answer's no.
I don't know, is it in my inventory? I have very bad inventory tracking.
If it isn't in your inventory, that means you magically lost it.
Oh no. The dude from the previous campaign came and picked it.
Huh. I still have 0 pink hallucinogenic mushroom. I want to get more of those.
I'll come and get it. Yeah. How much money, did Adel Sarday get all the money from the scales, or, are we splitting it?
Well, I gave 2 scales, so each one scale got 45 gold, so I get 90. You gave him 100 worth of scales, 100 gold worth of scales, so you get 116 back, minus the 80 that you owe me.
So 36.
60 or 16?
16.
Okay, just want to make sure I heard it correct.
Okay, now I'm confused again. What?
116. 116.
Okay, 116.
You got 36 gold.
Okay,
Yes.
just making sure. I was distracted by a person coming in, so I got my head scrambled up.
None of us can do math.
Speaking of which, I'll be right back in like
Speak
5
for
minutes.
yourself.
Yeah.
What's the square root of 144?
Well...
Times 13. I win. Ha ha ha.
It's 156.
Hot damn.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't actually paying attention to the second one. What?
Haha. Easy excuse.
I gave you the square root in literally a few seconds, and then I was just kind of distracted by doing an imaginary fill in of one of my fucking flags.
Okay, I found the scales. I kept them in a weird spot. They're between the rations and backup bodies.
That is definitely a weird spot.
It is a weird spot for them. It's also not capitalized like everything else. But apparently I still have a pound of hydro scales.
Ow.
I'll hold on to these. They might be useful later.
So, actually, hold on. Idol's going to look up at the sky. What time is it?
Everything's back.
It's getting close to nighttime at this point.
Close. Alright, let's see if we can go find the flame. We'll need to ask Redeemed about that, though.
Would that not be guarded by Luminar?
Luminar gave us permission. Well, less restriction. Hold on.
Somehow.
No.
No.
Permission and less restriction are two different.
Now I remember. We asked to see the flame and he said no. Now I remember.
Yeah, you did have personal reasons why, though.
Yeah, that's why we couldn't go see it in the first place. Okay.
So, I think instead we should try to see if we can find Ramiel.
Ramiel or Sariash. Alright. The issue...
Ramiel's the human leader, so maybe that would be a good...
issue would be how. I guess the only way to do so would be to go to Azazel and ask her to summon Ramiel. Or Sariash. Either
Unless Azazel's already filled them in.
Only one way to find out.
Is that Redeemed still here with us?
Yes.
Tonton's just gonna look to him and just be like, hey, did Azazel tell you guys anything about getting us to the other two?
No.
Well, that answers that question.
It was worth a shot, though. Good try.
Still. Yep. I suggest...
Tonton just likes talking to the Redeemed. It's like, they just stand there.
I suggest we go and ask her.
Alright, you're free to fly again, Flyboy.
He continues just standing there.
Tonton's gonna leave with the group.
So, are we allowed to go see Azazel, or...?
I do not know.
No, I was asking you, not the Redeemed! Jordan, no!
Yes!
So we're just being followed by Redeemed then?
Yes.
What?
That's not creepy at all.
For real?
I'm gonna go back to the inn. I want to look into something on my end.
Very well.
I'll let you know if my end comes up with anything.
Okay, Jordan, for real. Are we allowed to go see Azazel or no?
Whenever you get to the door, you see that there are Redeemed currently blocking.
Oh, is Azazel not allowing anyone in?
Azazel is having a meeting currently.
Okay.
How long will this meeting last?
I do not know.
Can you find out?
No. No one is allowed to interrupt the meeting.
Damn.
Idol looks up now.
Who wants to go for a swim in the rivers then?
Idol ignores Tauntaun and looks up. What time is it? Like, how close to midnight is it?
It didn't say it was close to midnight. I said it was close to night.
I know that. I'm just asking.
Like, at least 6 hours because the sun hasn't set. It's
There we go.
almost
See?
nighttime.
That wasn't hard, now was it?
Use deductive reasoning.
I was asking for a concrete number. Excuse me for being careful. Alright. Well, with that being said, I guess we could wait it out here at the inn.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I was talking to Thorgrim and Tauntaun.
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said.
We can wait it out here or at the inn.
I'd say the inn. I have a book I want to get to reading.
And you, Thorgrim?
He's burped, remember?
Oh, right. Okay, at the inn we go then. Oh yeah. What about... Well, Ricky wouldn't have an opinion. Might as well ask anyway. What do you think, Ricky?
He shrugs.
There we go. I thought so. Back to the inn we go.
Alright. Jubilee has a few minutes ahead of you, so... Jubilee!
Yes?
You make it to the inn.
Alright. I'm guessing I can see that gentleman off to the right.
Yeah. Correct.
Alright.
And
you know what? Screw it.
He currently has a fairly hearty meal laid out before him, and you see a bottle of wine rested on the middle of the table with him swirling a glass.
Jubilee will walk over and then ask, is this seat taken?
I think it will be taken by you here momentarily.
Smooth.
I'm sorry.
Would you like a glass of wine?
That would be lovely.
He then slides an empty glass towards you before pouring you some.
Thank you. So you said you were here for business, is that correct?
Of course.
Did you ever specify what kind of business?
Weapons trading. You can ask your friend. I sold him a mole.
That's true. Tell me, what do you think of this city?
Well, it's an interesting place. I don't get to visit here very often, though.
Oh, sorry, I thought there was more.
Nope.
Really? When's the last time you visited this place?
I don't recall.
So you don't know anyone from around here?
I can't say that I know them well, though I may have heard of them on occasion.
Huh. Jubilee will just swirl the wine in the glass before taking a sip. Huh. Usually when I don't want to talk about a certain place, it's usually because there's someone there I don't really like, or it's a bad place.
The unfortunate thing is, I don't really dislike it.
Definite insight check on that line.
He isn't exactly lying, but there's something about the way he said it that isn't sitting right with you.
Well, maybe it's not even a person that you might have a problem with. Takes another sip.
Now, if I didn't know you better, I would say you were insinuating something of me. And he says this with a smile. He takes a bite of his meal and goes, "May I ask what you are insinuating of me, Miss..." I didn't catch your name.
Miss Lee will do for now.
Of course.
But, I don't know, it's just something's been bothering me.
What might that be? I assume it
From
has
what
something
I've been
to
looking
do with
into,
hockey.
there's someone in this place that has a very deep-seated hate, not for the people per se, but for the city itself. And I just can't seem to pinpoint who it is.
Well, I do not hate this city. I couldn't hate any place that purchases many logs from me, after all.
I suppose you have a point, but you might have an insight on who would, then. I mean, anyone in your line of business would know at least one or two people with a grudge.
Well, I can't say for certain, but any adventurer who feels they have been wronged could dislike this place.
Perhaps you can elaborate a little more, and for some time and company,
Oh, the way that the
or
guild,
something else.
the way that the guild works here, you get paid for how much of a trouble the mission was for you. This means that those who are weaker have a tendency to be rewarded better than those who have more experience.
That is interesting. And are there any very well-known names that might have an issue with this?
Well, there are a handful, but the ones that I would... The unfortunate thing is the ones that I would think it would be would most likely be people who either had weapons abducted or perhaps even someone whose military position had been compromised.
We're back to the jealousy route, boys.
The unfortunate thing is there are a lot of people in this city, and having to know the names of each and every one of them isn't exactly something that I am able to do.
I'm sure a smart man like yourself would at least know at least one name. Can I make a persuasion check to see if I can at least get that little bit out of him?
Sure. I mean, he'll happily tell you a name, but there's no guarantee it's going to be a useful name. That's the problem.
Well, I think you understand what I'm trying to go for.
Well, there was this one adventurer I know. He had his sword, a sword that he found, taken from him, due to the fact that it was seemingly of, I believe, fiendish descent. His name is Rolf.
Sorry, I'm just writing this down.
He was a fairly high experienced adventurer, but I believe due to an injury, he may have hung up his swords, so to speak.
Interesting, and he's formerly, I'm assuming he's formerly of the Adventurers Guild, then.
He was.
So what does he do these days?
Oh, I believe he helps his father out on the farm.
Is the farm just outside the city limits?
Less than a mile. About less than a mile eastward.
Alright, well, this has been a very enlightening experience, and I suppose I should thank you for this information. Is there anything I can do for you?
Miss, if you want to keep me company, you can can just ask.
Quite the
There's-
flatterer you are.
There's no reason to play coy.
Yes, but I don't. The city doesn't tend to get kindly to those types of situations.
What happens behind closed doors is none of their business now, is it?
You make a fair point, sir. Very well, fair is fair. Julie will just drink the rest of the wine.
Would you like to adjourn now?
To you.
Do what?
I said after you.
Alright. Let's see. Very least. I know Adelsarday took one of the bedrooms up here. I don't think both of them are taken. So.
I'm just wondering if the party walks in soon.
Zarda. Gurek will make his way to his room, and unfortunately the party comes in after you leave.
So they don't see me?
Nope.
It was corporate.
You can't tell me you think threesome between Poe Masters, Jubilee.
Look, in this case, it's business.
Hi, I'm receiving a call. Give me a moment.
Thanks for the ambient music, by the way.
Well, I thought it was going to be more interrogation, not flirtation, but, you know.
I was not really going for flirtation, but it kind of went that route, so I was going for more in trying to dig for info. I realized it was not going to be the suspect, but rather leading to a lead. I just kind of switched gears.
It's you're clearly the reason the Bone Claw is here, dude. I don't even live here.
Yeah, I was wondering where you were going with that line of questioning, but I wasn't gonna stop
Look,
you.
a merchant just seems to appear here, and at around the same time, a killer thing has been going on around.
Nah, the killer has been going.
If he's not directly tied, there's at least something that he knows.
I imagine that there is something that he knows, but I think that he's linked to something else I was hoping you would ask him about.
In any case, I got information, so I got a new lead to give to you.
Yeah, alright.
So, mission successful.
Yeah. Alright. It'll walk in and just take a seat. Thorgrim,
Yep.
I would like to apologize for what happened earlier today.
How so? Thorgrim raises an eyebrow.
When you were yelled at?
Oh, that. The fact that I was yelled at was not the problem.
What was the problem?
It's just that... I don't know. You guys are the ones with the good ideas, and I'm the guy who hits stuff. I just... For the briefest of moments, I felt like a complete idiot amidst a room of geniuses.
A room of geniuses.
Compared to me, yeah.
Maybe pushing it there on Adelsarday.
For once, I agree with him. I am not a genius.
But you guys are always, positing theories and coming up with plans and suggestions and plans upon the plans. And I'm just sitting here with the hammer staring at all of you with a completely blank look.
Have you ever heard that there are different types of intelligence?
Yeah, actually, he just jerks his head at Tauntaun. This one gave me the talk about that, strangely.
Good. then you'll know that just because you're not someone constantly coming up with theories or detective work does not mean that you're any less smart than the rest of us. If you were to start speaking with Hubert about the theorem of fighting, I would be left completely dumbstruck.
For me, I don't have any theorems about fighting. Me pick up big hammer, me hit person with big hammer. There's no real theory behind it.
That is a theory.
That's more of a factual statement, to be honest.
No. It is simple, but it is still a
Falls more
theory.
under technique than theory.
Technique is theory. Either way, I'm not arguing with you.
Technique is theory put into practice.
The basics of it is, do not put yourself down.
I don't know. Traveling with all of you and experiencing all these things, and it just makes me feel like I haven't really... I'm older than pretty much all of you, and yet I seem to have experienced so little by comparison.
That's not true. You've experienced far more than most of us, just in a different field.
I don't know, it feels like I've been too focused on one thing, but then going back to what you said earlier, like way earlier, maybe that's a good thing. I don't know, I'm fucking confused.
That is life. It is confusing.
Yeah, you got that right.
But what I did say before, I think does apply. Do not spread yourself too thin. But just because you're only good at one thing, it doesn't mean you should... What's the word? Narrow yourself. Or only focus on that thing. Feel free to stretch your wings, but there is a balance to it.
Yeah, essentially, get a hobby. Like knitting.
I mean, we did talk about that a bit,
Yeah, we have.
but
Seriously, take up knitting.
Thorgrim just looks at his hands. He's kind of staring at them.
They could totally do it.
You sure?
If an old lady with arthritis and the shakiest hands that could not keep a half-full glass of water half full can do it, those hands can do it.
Yeah. I'll try.
Look at Tauntaun, speaking optimism, half full.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna, Thorgrim will pull out the book that he got from the librarian. And he'll look at Tauntaun.
Tauntaun's just gonna cock his head, completely oblivious to the book.
Here, and he just, shoves it into your chest.
Ow.
Call it...
Can I die of 1d4 book damage?
Call it payment for your therapy session, I guess.
Huh.
Now, did you actually...
What the dragon gave you?
Yeah. I can't use it.
Oh, wait, DM was saying something. What were you saying?
Do you remember what this book is?
Yep.
During spellbook? Yeah. I know exactly what that is. As a player.
Good.
I have a lot of scribe wizards. I know a lot about reading these books. What I don't remember is how the going over between them. I know Quill does something. Or maybe it wasn't. You were holding the book, you use the book, focusing for the place damage types. Oh! Oh damn, I could do this over a short rest and just move it over.
Adel's going to look to the book that she received from Quota. It's sealed with a twig?
Yes.
I guess she'll unseal it and take a look.
Okay.
It's a twig tie.
You have a manual of wood golem creation.
Of what
Oh,
golem?
That
fuck.
explains the twig.
Wood golem.
Holy fuck.
Well, good luck reading that book.
She...
This is a lesser golem. You have no issues reading it.
Yeah, she's just looking it over.
That's not their...
So how much wood would she need to make this thing?
Quite a bit.
How much is quite a bit? Where will, will I have to go to a forest for a day and come back?
Well, it's a medium creature, and I'm changing the rules of how it's supposed to be made to actually make it reasonable, because the original rules is 20,000 gold's worth of cost, and I'm not going to do that, so...
20,000?
Yeah, that sounds like the Amazon rainforest has got to go.
Yeah,
Jesus
golems are
Christ.
really
Were
expensive.
pretty hard to make at 3.5.
Oh yeah, really
this-
expensive.
This isn't 3.5, this is 5th edition. It's a Cobalt Press thing, but once again, I think 20 grand's too high.
Yeah, for a lesser golem? The fuck?
In any case, it'll require quite a bit of wood. Ultimately, I'm not gonna make you... Like, you can buy wood here. You are gonna have to pay a pretty hefty penny, though. It's gonna cost you 800 gold.
800 gold.
Yeah.
Nah, not 800 gold. Just go out into the fucking woods.
That's what I was going to ask next. How much wood is 800 gold worth of wood?
800 gold's worth. Obviously.
No fucking crap, Sherlock.
It doesn't matter how much wood there is. All that matters is you spend 800 gold to make the fucking thing.
How much do you transfer? Oh, so it's not like you need... I could get a twig for 800 gold
The
and that'd be
principle of the
enough.
matter.
You know what I mean.
So, I mean, like, if I went out into a forest, how much time would it take?
A lot. It would take you several days, if not weeks.
Okay, now I get it. Yeah, she's just gonna seal that back up and put it in her bag. I am fucking... I guess a wood golem would be worth a bit more, but...
That's a good one.
There's my shitty joke.
How much wood would Adel Sarday chop if Adel Sarday could chop wood? None, because Hubert would do all the work. He probably would.
You tell him to, he absolutely will.
Yes, but I'm not gonna send Hubert out lumberjacking for fucking weeks.
Why not?
Because
No. Here's
He
what we do. We send Hubert, Thorgrim, and Patterson out.
Give him like a flannel shirt and suspenders.
Because
send him off into the woods for 2
because
weeks.
the last time Hubert wasn't around, Tauntaun fucking died. So that's not gonna happen again.
That's not Hubert's fault.
No,
Yeah, that's
it's
really
not.
not-
It's
Well,
not
that's
his
hard
fault,
thing to do.
but correlation does apply here, okay?
It happened one time. I've died plenty of time with Hubert around too.
No, you fucking didn't. You got down, you didn't die.
That you know of.
If not for Hubert, you'd be dead in the first dungeon.
That you know of.
He's the one that noticed that you were missing and ran off to help you. Otherwise, we all just would have been chatting about some random shit while you got mauled off in a corner somewhere.
Hey, I was making good time and getting away from them.
No, you weren't. You got stuck in a corner.
You were quite literally sandwiched in a room you could not escape.
I could have fireballed my way out of it.
You didn't have
You didn't have fireball.
I never said that kind of fireball.
In any case,
Enough liquid courage will make you do crazy things.
I wonder who would buy a book on how to make a wooden golem.
I would.
For how much?
I have a pound of hydro scales.
No.
Damn.
I need to know how much this thing is... Actually, Hubert, do you have an idea how much this book would be worth?
expensive. If it is to create a golem, it is no doubt very expensive.
I figured much more than just a pound of hydro scales.
But I will say, if we take the time to actually craft the golem will cost more.
Oh, I imagine so. Efforts increase the profits.
Well, yeah, that's just basic labor cost.
I'll
Has
think
Tonton
about
ever
it.
heard of golem creation manuals before?
Roll an Arcana.
Okay. Can the spider help?
No. Is Spider, it has no idea what the fuck a book is.
But it's a demon spider.
It's still a spider!
Do you think spiders know how to read?
Well,
Oh shit.
see, just because it's a demon spider doesn't actually make it an actual demon. That's just the type it has in addition to its type. It still has the exact same stats as a spider.
Even then, do you think it would know?
In any case, you've heard rumors of what they are, but you've never seen one, nor do you know how they work.
Okay. But has he heard a rough area of pricing?
No.
Damn. If only I had Julie. He would know these things. I miss my boy band.
The late night, early morning fun.
Amongst other things. Like,
You can almost hear it right now.
they better not be fucking without me.
So... We need to speak with the other two leaders. If we can know more about them, we might get a bit closer. But for the next 2 days... But what did he call them again? The Bone Hand Man.
Bone Claw.
Bone Claw, yes. The next 2 days, the Bone Claw will not be around. So we'll be prepared for him. Hopefully.
Why don't we scry on his location now?
I do
And
not
ask him
have...
and redeem to kill it?
I do not have that spell, and I'm not going to kill have the person that's linked to him killed.
What? No, we kill it, or have the redeemed kill it, then scry where it's going. Find out.
I still don't have the spell.
What is going on here?
What?
Not just like a sleep away for you. I forget how sorcerers work.
It would be a sleep away from me, but... Well... He might still be in existence, just hiding away from the... But...
Exactly.
Then... that
Mostly,
would...
just let him fucking die.
Hey, yo,
Ignore
what
that.
the fuck's that?
Ignore that.
Okay. Well, here's the
Did you
thing.
do this again?
No, I put Janko on the map because for some reason Roll20's every token I put on screen, they're like 4 times bigger than they're supposed to be.
Weird.
Surprise, bitch.
I am Janko. I will fuck you up.
Good day, citizen.
Here's the thing, Tauntaun. If we do that now, we would of course find out who he's linked to, but then we would not know anything about them, so when we meet them, the only recourse to solve the issue would be to kill them.
What? No. Are you... If we know what they look like, we could probably get a name from someone. Then we could do more investigation on them earlier, while we don't have to deal with Yowie Fingerman.
That's true, actually. Unless they are able to tell when they're being scried.
I'm certain there's spells and magic items that stop scrying too.
True, but we're not scrying them, we're scrying the person. We're scrying Bone Claw.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain one of those spells would probably be an AoE.
Either way, I do think that we need to look into it this more before we go down that route. We will be going down it blind.
We go down everything blind, technically.
Yes, and that got you killed.
It gets a lot of people killed. It's kind of just how time works. You don't know what's going to happen in the next second normally. Unless you're a shitty divination wizard. Fuck those bastards.
Which is why it's wiser to prepare for it.
It's being very calm about this.
Being very calm about what?
Nothing.
Are you talking about the sex? That reminds me, can Tauntaun hear the sex?
Yes.
We could hear it?
If you pay close enough, if you could pay close enough attention, which you weren't because you were talking, yes.
Thank God, I don't want to hear that.
There's suddenly awkward times, and all of a sudden you hear it.
Fuck that, Adel is thinking,
Exactly.
I ain't hearing shit.
Tauntaun is always on the lookout for sex noises.
Thorgrim was mostly quiet during that exchange, so
Yeah, but since everyone was talking around you, you were hearing the conversation. But the moment the conversation ends, you hear Jubilee's voice.
Oh God.
That doesn't
Please.
sound like the right direction.
angry
Please,
dad
no.
noises.
What's the matter, Thorgrim?
Nothing.
Alright.
I'm going to go investigate something.
Alright, just don't
Following the sound of the noises.
anger anyone on the way over.
Right.
Wait, what?
Stop and think about how noise travels. And where, Jubilee normally stays.
Yeah, Poe Masters is probably hearing every single thing, but I can guarantee he doesn't mind.
No, he doesn't. Tauntaun's curious.
I don't know why, but it's making all of my tokens fucking 3x2 squares.
Big.
3x2?
Yeah.
Big.
Big tokens.
And I don't know why it's doing it.
You will
Big
never
tokens.
know.
I mean, to be fair, I've got like this fat fucking macro here, and it's just in the middle of the bottom of my screen. Like, I can finally fucking read what's on the button, but fucking fat.
But yeah, Tauntaun, you have absolutely no issues finding your way to the room of Jubilee noises.
This
Very-
is not a normal room.
Very ecstatic Jubilee noises at that.
How the fuck does she keep finding all the good fucks? What the fuck? I hate this dimension. I want my boy band back. Where the fuck's a summon spell when you need it?
Summon boy band.
Yeah,
all I keep hearing in my head now is my boys. My boys. Oh dear God.
Take that spell. Just Tauntaun summon boy band.
You'd have to summon them through dimensions, so that would be a fairly high level spell.
I mean, I could just summon their counterparts here.
Open a closet, they all just tumble out of it. Oh Jesus fuck!
Accidentally summons NSYNC.
I like how you had to say it came out of a closet too.
What do you mean it came out of a closet? We're already out of the closet. We've been out.
No, I mean
Alright,
like, but it happened again.
That's the joke.
So, what are the rest of y'all doing?
Il is just pondering the next step.
Thorgrim's trying to ponder multiple things at the moment. He's in a very thinky mood, strangely.
Oh yeah. Adel will...
Trying not to focus on the other thing that's going on.
No. It'll also be looking out the window to routinely check what time it is. So that she's...
It's nighttime at this point. It's dark out. Without being able to see the moon, you can't tell exactly what hour it is, though.
Oh, she'll go to the window and check.
Alright. The moon is just now beginning to rise, so it's early night. Not quite into the depths of night just yet.
How many hours have
reason-
passed?
And for some reason, it's smiling at you.
Dear God. Welcome to the Blue House. Big Blue House? No, Big Red House.
What?
I don't
Blue
remember.
house.
That reminds me, is it a blood moon tonight, or I don't know the fucking phases of the moon here.
No, it's not a blood moon tonight.
Yeah, we're
Is it
still a
full?
couple of weeks away.
Is it a
Alright.
full moon?
No.
No.
I
The
think
blood moon. The blood moon takes. The blood moon takes the place of the full moon here.
Oh, man.
it has
That's so
been
weird.
I think it has been a couple of hours. Maybe we should go check and see if the meeting's over.
At this time of night, my lady.
You're right, his angel will probably be asleep, assuming angels sleep.
They do not.
Then she might be willing to hear us out, given the importance of what we discussed last time.
I will take any excuse you wish to make to get out of the inn.
Why would I need to get out of the... And she stops.
Because I know you do not enjoy the sounds that you hear.
Yes, I think we should take a walk.
When did the dolphin get involved?
Yes, we should take a
That
walk.
dolphin, that's my shitty onomatopoeia of bed spring.
I know.
Yeah, Adel got the fuck
I
out of
don't
there.
bed spring well. I have memory.
Thorgrim, you see Adel, Zarde, Hubert, and Riki making their way out. What do you do?
That,
Yeah, Adel is walking away much more quickly than usual.
where are you going? Thorgrim will sort of just get up and hurriedly follow after.
For a very, very long, quiet walk.
In the middle of the night?
Yes.
That's weird.
You're not there.
Uh,
You're currently perving outside a door.
can I?
I'm standing waiting for the fucking door to open because I know that door's gonna open eventually.
Can I come with you?
Yes.
Okay. Thorgrim will hurriedly get out of the inn with them.
While outside, Adel just pinches the bridge of her nose. It's like, I understand that Jubilee and Tauntaun are all consenting adults. But why must they make it so that everybody else must share in their experience?
Tauntaun was not even
Gotta
part
spread
of
the
this.
love.
Tauntaun was not even part of it, my lady.
Not this time. But
Yeah,
there
but
was
to be fair, tauntaun's are louder.
there was the time when he refused to put on clothes, which has scarred me still.
Do it again.
Look, I'm sorry, guys. I rolled low. The dice had spoken.
They rolled low, he rolled high. How it goes.
You rolled a nat 20.
God damn it! Why do they always do that?
Why do they
Yeah,
always
every
do
single
that?
person you get with has just been nat 20.
I will say,
I don't-
his unluck for that has been really fucking high.
It's just hilarious.
One of
Honestly.
these
I'm more surprised she hasn't gotten pregnant yet.
Oh, however, with Poe Masters, he can literally stack it, so...
That's fair.
Yeah,
Now
now
I
it's
just
with
got
a
raw talent
fucking
going on.
now it's with a fucking orc. She's gonna be in a fucking wheelchair.
No, that would be a giant or a Goliath.
Alright. So very, very
Gotta
long.
remember, orcs in Forgotten Realms were based off of, I believe it was the Huns.
To be fair, I really
What?
thought this was going to be an easy in and out. I was wrong.
Can we please just skip to when she's done, for fuck's sake?
It's gonna be a while.
Sure. Next morning.
What? Jesus Christ!
So, are you going back to the inn, or are you all staying at a different inn?
I am staying at a different inn. Fuck that noise. All fucking night? Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ!
Nat 20s, man.
Actually, wait, hold on. Can Tauntaun alarm their door so he knows when the door opens?
Sure.
Cool. He's then gonna go into his room, which is right across the hall.
Alright.
Severely underestimated the situation.
So, Thorgrim, are you staying at a different inn, or are you going back to the inn that you call home?
Yeah, I was about to say that. I'm actually going to go back to my room, and I'm going to do the old, like, blanket or the old pillow over the ears thing.
Just stare at the ceiling.
You know what?
Yeah,
No. I like you, Thorgrim. I'm paying for your room in the other inn. You don't have to go through that, man.
Can Tauntaun give Thorgrim some fucking earplugs so he doesn't, have to suffocate himself?
Do you have earplugs?
They're hard to make. Some swabs of cotton.
If you do not have them, you cannot give them to him.
I have cloth. Give me his ears.
Out of context.
It's definitely an out of context moment.
Yep.
I hate you.
Give me your ears.
I hate you so much.
Alright. So, Adel, Sarday, Hubert, and Riki will be the last ones awake this time, so I need everyone else to roll me d4s. Also, Jubilee, technically you're gonna go first, so I just need Tauntaun and Thorgrim to see who's gonna wake up afterward.
Oh, I'm gonna go first? That kind of makes me worried now.
Yeah, you didn't sleep, so you actually suffer a level of exhaustion. So, Jubilee, you actually get to see the sunrise through the window. As said, you didn't sleep. And, after seeming finally satisfied, Durek stands up and begins doing morning stretches. He does not seem tired.
This man doesn't need sleep. He just needs raw cocaine.
Jubilee has no words. Just panting noises. That's all you get.
Sorry about that. It has been a while for me.
Thank you, sir.
Beg pardon.
She just goes, thank you.
It's not often I get thanked for making someone, well, exhausted is the nice way of putting it.
Can she walk? This is the next question.
I don't think so.
With a 5-foot restriction, yes.
You have dwarf speed.
Thank you, sir, and I have another.
Normal dwarf speed. Hell, I'm faster now.
I think I might just take a little bit of time to catch my breath.
Understandable. And you watch as he steps out, gets himself dressed before straightening his suit, and he goes, I will go and pay the barkeep for ye. Hold on. Alright, his tantrum is over. I'll go pay for your morning meal with the barkeep. You can order whatever you like.
Thank you.
And with that, he opens the door and leaves.
Which should shut off alarm.
Yes, but Thorgrim rolled his first, so he gets to wake up before you.
Okay.
Thorgrim!
Slowly get up. Slowly do my morning stretches. Grumbling in Dwarven about how the fuck did they do that all fucking night. Hammer.
The fucking stamina on that man. The lungs on that girl.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm picturing there's just like a indent in the bed in the shape of Jubilee right now.
All
What the
cracked,
fuck?
mended in the bed, guff marks everywhere.
More than likely a few other new stains everywhere.
I'm going to, instead of going straight down, I'm going to go to Jubilee's room, and I'm going to knock on the door.
Hello?
It's me. You okay?
I'm good.
Rough night?
Sure.
Okay. If you need any help, give me a call.
I might need help getting up.
Okay.
You might Can you send Tauntaun or Hail Sarte?
I mean, I could just help you.
I'm not exactly in a very...
I think she'd prefer a woman or someone who's already fucked her brains out.
I'm in a pretty compromising position.
It's okay. Sure. Adel Sardet and Hubert and Ricky are in another tavern because you were really loud. But I could send Tauntaun over if you want.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You still hear a lot of panting.
Here's a question. Does Thorgrim notice the leftover bits of alarm? Which is just string and bell.
Yes.
Thorgrim probably steps in the leftover bits of thread and is just like, hear a little ringing in the other side of the door. Ring, 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 ring.
You okay?
That reminds me, the alarm sound that I chose is the Greeks, I want to say it's Greece's, but it's the emergency alert alarm of one of the countries, and it's just terrifying. I want to say it's Greece's.
Stupid fucking bell on the floor. Anyway,
Yeah, Tauntaun, at this point you're awake.
I'm gonna go get Tauntaun now. Walk, 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 thump, thump, thump.
Hold on. Double shit. I still cannot get my package back yet. I need one more game.
Yo, you up?
Tauntaun is just going to inch in his bag to the door and open it. Eyes peering out.
Jubilee needs help getting up. You help.
I gathered that much already. The alarm is going off like crazy within my head.
Sorry.
No, it's not you. Happens when the door opens.
Is that you with the friggin' bell? Still got it tied around his ankle. God fucking.
Okay, I was right. It was Greece.
Anyway. You go help Jubilee get up and I'll go get some breakfast.
Cool.
Go down and get some breakfast.
Tauntaun is going to quickly become Tauntaun fully and just pop out of his cocoon.
Yeah.
Cocoon.
And then go help Jubilee.
I'm guessing you just walk in.
Here's a question, is the door locked?
Nope.
DM, did Orc lock door?
No.
Wow. Did Orc leave door open?
No. He did shut the door, he just didn't lock it, because...
I was gonna say, for a second there, this just sounds like something an Orc would do. Gonna open door, walk in, shut door.
Take in the scenery.
Yeah. You know, you really need to learn how to share these.
Honestly, did not know how good that was going to be. You get next round.
That doesn't change anything?
Well, the next time you need to
I'm
get
in a
information...
dry spell right now. I don't have my boy back.
Well, next time you need information, you can go do it. I got a lead for us.
Everyone's willing to fuck the 6'9", probably gay man.
Well, I got a lead. Jubilee tries to get up, but it's like, I think I need some help. Literally have not slept yet.
Do you need help getting dressed too?
Not sure. Legs numb.
Huh.
Bed probably broken.
I don't think there's a probably about that.
She just kind of tries to swing her legs over. Seriously, didn't know how far over my head I was.
He broke the wall with the bed. Not
Yes,
fully,
the
but...
bed. Yes, he used the bed for that.
Well, yeah, it's just right there behind the headboard.
Anyways, Jubilee will kind of stand wobbly, look for her clothing.
It takes you a few minutes to get everything together, but you have little to no issues.
Con will assist.
At this point,
Spider.
Adel Sarday, Enrique, and Hubert enter.
All right, we can go downstairs. I get to order whatever I want. So.
Imagine if they were still going when they came back.
He's good. He ain't that good.
What the fuck?
Ida will walk in and glance around, and yeah, she seems a lot more at ease compared to yesterday, for obvious reason.
Jubilee will start heading downstairs, and I'm assuming Tauntaun's helping her with how wobbly she is.
I mean, ultimately, Tauntaun can push Dragon Lift, what was it, some 200 pounds? So if she's less than that, he could just lift her.
Fair enough.
Yeah, almost 300 pounds. His strength score's a 9.
Kind of limp my way over to the table.
Ada will just look over at Jubilee, see that she can barely walk, and just nod slowly. The usual.
No, this was...
No, that was anything but the usual.
What do you mean?
How does it last into the morning?
I haven't slept yet.
If not the usual, then what happened?
Poe doesn't go into the morning. They only
I
stop.
sleep. At least with Poe, I sleep. I did not sleep. I've been
mean,
awake the entire night.
Can you just tell me who was it then?
Points.
Wait a minute. It wasn't Poe?
She's...
Points at the orc.
She glances over to the
You know
orc.
Poe has the end room of that hallway, right?
The fuck? He's looking at what was the orc's name again? Duck
Urdak.
something? Urdak. I thought it was like Marduk or something. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna look over at Gerdak and just be like, oh, wait. Huh?
Jubilee, didn't I say that he was suspicious?
I got us a lead.
He didn't do anything to you, did he?
Nothing I didn't enjoy.
At least there's that. And she makes a grossed out noise. Very well. What's your
Well, not
lead?
until you try it.
But look, the important thing is I have a lead for you guys to follow.
What's the lead?
Apparently, we were looking for someone who kind of has a grudge against the city. There might be someone on the outskirts of town at a farm.
Well, there is some caveats to that, though. They have to be old enough that they would be in control or linked with this person when George's father died, which occurred when he was young. But if this person is
how
old
about
enough,
something
then...
of similar ilk, like a fiendish sword?
Not necessarily linked. If he wasn't old enough to be around then. But again, we've not met this person. He might be old enough that
Well, it was
fits
a
the
while
bill.
ago, so...
It is another lead to look into.
So, if you want to go out to the countryside, going east of the city about a mile, there's a gentleman who works on a farm named Rolf.
Alright.
Seems to have a bit of a grudge against the city itself, so... I think that might be...
Head boy!
It might lead us to something, then.
And again, he apparently had possession of a fiendish sword back then.
I'm unsure if that is linked, but we will look into it.
Well, if you're going to control something of fiendish nature, what better than one of their weapons?
I don't think that...
You know undead aren't fiendish in nature, right?
Yes, and you don't need the weapon to control the fiend.
Well, I would assume so.
But maybe the fiend could teach you how to do it.
Yes, but never mind. You'll look into this. Still need to speak with Azazel,
I'm gonna order
though.
some breakfast and get some rest.
Yes, you should probably do that. And as she does, she looks over to Ricky. Ricky, do you recognize him?
He looks at you and then looks over towards the orc and then looks back to you.
Does she... Is it yes or no?
I don't think so.
Alright.
Jubilee has not sat down. She's leaning against the table.
I'm fairly certain that Jubilee's token is over a chair.
No, it's not.
It is not.
Thought I saw a circle there.
Nope.
You were wrong.
And Tauntaun's gonna steal one of the chairs from another table, put it under Jubilee.
Please don't. I'm gonna stand for a little bit.
Tauntaun doesn't listen. He's absorbed in book.
Alright, let's go speak
But in
with
any
this-
case, since I can't go out since the rivers are flowing, this might be the perfect opportunity for you guys then.
Very well. We will. I am hoping to get something from Azazel that will allow us to communicate without us having to constantly bug her.
And she just... never mind.
What?
Barkeep, I'll have whatever the biggest special is for food today.
He nods and begins cooking.
Oh yeah. Health thingy cereal. Life.
Okay.
Yes.
Tauntaun is just going to read the book as much as possible.
The one that improves your intelligence.
Yes.
Alright.
Right.
Now,
To
keep in mind, you have to spend at least 8 hours a day reading it over the course of 6 days, and if you fail to read it over 6 days, it resets.
That's completely fine. Tauntaun's just going to read it nonstop during his waking moments.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless he has to actually do something.
Adel will order some food and eat
counting
his... Oh, sorry. I'll order some food, eats as well. Order something for Ricky because I don't think she's eaten. Has she?
Okay. Not today, no.
Alright.
You told her to stop feeding herself good berries, so she does not eat until you feed her.
Guess I'll just get her same thing that I do. Then I'll check and see if she likes it.
She eats it with no arguments and no opinion by the looks of it.
You know, Ricky, you should probably start forming an opinion on things.
She does have opinions on things, like my telepathy.
More than just your annoyance, Tauntaun.
Telepathy isn't an annoyance, it's a handy thing.
It could be a situation if it doesn't taste as good as something else she has had prior.
What, the berries? And she looks to Ricky.
She shrugs.
What have you eaten before the berries?
I don't remember.
Oy. Well, I guess we'll figure it out. Anyway, she stands. I guess it's time to go. Thorgrim, you coming with?
Thorgrim is tucking into some meat and a little bit of beer. And once he's finished that, he burps a little bit. Oops, excuse me. And then
Beer, bacon, and browns.
dusts himself off and stands up. Alright. Just point me where to go and we'll go.
Alright. Yeah, we'll then turn and start heading for the door.
Oh, wait.
Hmm?
Isn't that test supposed to be done pretty soon?
Oh, right. We should probably talk to her first before going to see Azazel.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah,
figure
be
out who the
careful
other person
when stepping
is.
outside today.
Alright. And out we go.
Floor's gonna be slippery, I just know it.
Tauntaun is gonna put his platform heels on just in case.
So everyone except Jubilee's going out.
And that's when Jubilee gets attacked by Bronklaw. Alright. Over to library.
To the library.
To the library.
Alright.
To the laboratory!
So you get to the the library, and you remember there is no seeming entrance into the library.
Tauntaun's just gonna knock on the wall again.
You get no answer.
Wasn't there the place that we went to that had the robot arm?
Yeah, it has a drop box that you have to feed into it.
Hubert, do you have another book?
He holds one out.
She'll take input in. Oh, by the way, what was the last book that you gave her? Apparently was well looked into.
It was just a novel I read.
About what?
A night.
A knight?
Yes.
Was it one of those cheesy romance novels?
I don't believe so.
Huh. I would have liked to have
You read it so much you don't know its genre.
Oh, I know its genre. It's just not one that I want to share with you.
That's a shame.
I would have liked to have read it. Oh well.
Thorgrim raises an eyebrow at that thought.
Wait a minute.
She'll put...
That means it was smut!
At this point, the floor begins lowering, and you are once again greeted by Quoda.
Hello, Quoda.
Tauntaun is still reading the book. He just waved.
Hello. You have returned, I see.
Yes, we wanted to know the results.
Of course.
Assuming you are done, of course.
I am. But the thing that currently the demonic blood within the one that hosts it is dormant.
And who hosts it?
She then slowly points a claw at Hubert.
I had a feeling.
Uh-huh.
How do we make it not dormant?
Don't even think about it.
Well, then we know what not to do.
Most likely, extreme emotional stress would do it.
Ah, well, in that case, it's screwed.
That explains a lot, actually.
Does it?
That's why Hubert is so cool-headed all the time, because he doesn't want to give in to the emotion that could trigger the you-know-what.
No, that's not the reason at all.
That would be a very good hypothesis had I known I was half demon.
Or quarter demon. We
Fair
don't know
point.
the amount.
But will the holy water affect him? His finger was in it for a while and it didn't burn him.
As said, the blood within him is dormant.
Ah, that's... And she stops. Right. Thank you.
And thank you for the new novella I add to my collection.
Telenovela?
Hey, was the last one smut?
No.
What was its genre?
She just squints her eyes as you are asking her to share some of her hoard.
I'll give you more information.
No.
Shame.
Would...
Oh well.
Are you still willing to trade now, or should we come back later?
Roll persuasion.
Okie doke.
Page flip.
Ooh, good.
That's pretty good.
I will trade one.
Very well. I'll give you the information about another kingdom which I run.
For anything specific, or do you want me to reward you?
I'll thanks for a moment. I suppose... Well, there haven't been any underlying questions I've had. So yeah, just any reward at the moment.
She nods before motioning you to begin talking.
She will explain the lore of the kingdom. The lore.
Wait, hold on. You own multiple kingdoms?
Well, I don't really own them. I govern them. And I govern too, yes.
That's... wow.
That's how empires work. It's essentially just a larger form of America.
One of-
Thorgrim's, inside Thorgrim's head, it's like an X-ray view. You just see like the fireworks and the guy going.
One of them was a reward for my service. The other was a reward for a different service.
Phrasing.
She does even give him the time of day. So,
Never does.
that was my first kingdom.
Alright. She waves her hand, and a clockwork scurries up to you and holds up a scroll.
She'll take it.
You gain a greater invisibility spell scroll.
Interesting.
Ooh.
This would actually be perfect for you, Hubert.
I don't know if I will be able to use it, milady.
Oh, right. I forget, it doesn't work like that. Well, unless... Thank you, Quota.
She nods.
Well, I think that's all for now, then. Unless anyone else wanted to trade something.
I don't really have anything in mind. I mean, I could talk more about our dwarven people, but I think that was kind of covered with the whole Sylvania thing I mentioned.
She already told me no, so.
Alright then. Let's go see Azazel.
I could tell her about my kids.
Yes, the father talking about their kids. They're gonna be there for days.
That could take weeks.
She looks up to see if
How long will it
Quota's...
take? As long as the pregnancy did.
She looks up to see if Quota's at all interested in stories about kids.
She doesn't seem very interested.
Welp.
I tried.
You tried.
Oh, I got nothing.
Then I shall return you to the surface.
Thanks,
Elevator
Quota.
going up.
Elevator go brr.
Elevator going down. Wait, down.
Alright.
Top floor, Haven. Bottom floor, the better place.
Off to see you, Azazel.
What?
Up floor, haven. Middle floor, library. Bottom floor,
Hell. Floor below that,
34.
Florida.
sex dungeon.
And now whenever I hear that, I think Ray still plays.
The dragon has a sex dungeon?
You don't know.
I'm intrigued now.
You have never been down to the bottom floor. You don't know what's there.
I'm intrigued that there is a lower floor now.
Alright. I will start heading up over to Azazel.
Tauntaun's going to read the book and fumble between tables.
Okay.
He's just non-stop reading book.
Hello,
I
Azazel.
will only award you with half time since you are technically traveling and reading at the same time.
That's perfectly fine.
Hello, Edosade. How are you this day?
She glances around to see if they're alone. Are they alone?
You see some of the indentured spirits floating about, but aside from that, yeah.
What I'm doing... Well, last night was a bit of a debacle, but it's fine. So, I wanted your help to speak with Ramiel or Sariesh. Last time I attempted to speak with them, I wasn't really able to get very far.
Well, they are very busy.
I figured.
And Suriel. No. Damn it. Did I say the right name? I have so many fucking angel names I can never remember which it was.
Ramiel and Sariesh.
Thank you. Ramiel is busy practicing for the fight that is coming up.
The Royale?
Yeah.
Wait.
She glances back at Thorgrim.
Thorgrim's eyes go wide. Wait, Ramiel will be in the tournament?
Yes. She enjoys fighting to a very high degree.
Oh. That's all Thorgrim says, just oh.
Well, Thorgrim, it seems like you and her will get along just fine.
Or she'll hate my guts and try and bludgeon me to unconsciousness.
Do not worry about bludgeoning. She uses a sword.
Oh, that makes me feel so much better.
Mother of mercy. Alright, what about Sariesh?
She has a tendency to tend to the animals around the kingdom. She is constantly on the move.
Do you know a way that we could speak with either of them?
Well, I could try to ask one of them here, but there's no guarantee that they would stop what they are doing.
Well, that's fine. You could, if they have an office or a place that they'd be willing to meet us when they're done with their work, or a way to contact them directly.
They do not have offices.
And is there a way to contact them directly?
Not any way that they would agree to, unfortunately.
That's... well, very well.
They are very busy people, and Ramiel, as said, is currently practicing, trying to make sure that her abilities are finely tuned for the fight.
Azazel, if I may speak, where would be a good location to practice for said tournament? Because if Ramiel is one of the participants, then I feel that I too must be in tip-top condition myself.
Well, the unfortunate thing as well is we do not have practice for the open public. There were the barracks, but that is specifically for our town guard. For you, outside the city would most likely be a good spot for what you need. That is currently where Ramiel is, after all.
Okay.
Even with our lessened restrictions, we're not allowed within the barracks.
Are you a soldier?
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's strictly for their military. I don't think we should mingle with them.
Very well. Well, if it's possible, let's try, if you can, try calling one of them to speak with us then.
She nods before she goes quiet, and she, after a few minutes, she goes, Ramiel has agreed, but will only give you a few minutes to speak.
Very well.
It will take her some time to get here.
I guess we'll sit and wait then.
So what kind of conversation will you all have while you wait?
What was George like when he was younger?
Oh,
Bring out the baby pictures.
I assume he was like any other child. Energetic, happy.
You assume?
Well, I cannot say that I have been around others who've raised their children.
But, hold on. Sorry, but you saying you assume means that you didn't raise him yourself. Or at least that's what it implies.
No, it means I don't know how other children act.
Okay, but what were your experiences with him?
my experiences with him. He was energetic and a happy child.
Oh. Any embarrassing stories?
None that I will share.
Fair enough.
I can confirm, as a father myself, children are usually energetic. Happy, I mean, that depends on the kid, but usually they do have a lot of energy.
Interesting. And if you don't mind me asking, what was his father like?
He was a good man, she says, and she gets a very sad smile on her face as she says this.
I see. That's good to hear.
And after a few more minutes, you all hear the doors begin to creak open.
Huh. Oh, wait, you showed us her before, I think.
And she walks very quickly, and you see that she's rubbing her hands together as if trying to clear dust off of it, and sets one hand on her hip and just looks up and goes, "What's this about?"
Oh my god, she's huge.
She is huge. Holy shit.
Tauntaun is still reading the book.
That's a huge bitch.
Thorgrim's jaw, visibly drops.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry.
No, more like, I have to fight that? Oh god.
I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Jesus Christ.
Il walks over and bows slightly. Hello, Ramiel.
She just immediately starts scolding you about your vow.
Sorry? Well,
I don't think...
You only bow to royalty, and I'm definitely not a royal.
right. Well, I am Lady Elusade. I asked Azazel to call you here. I was hoping we could speak.
About what?
The flame, specifically.
I don't know nothing about the flame. It's watched over by Luminarch.
You don't know a thing about it?
I know it makes the redeemed.
Fair enough. Well then, how are your people, reacting to the murders and all that?
We're reacting as I assume as anybody else would. We hate it and we're trying to get rid of the killer.
The deal with them is that they're undead and just cannot be killed permanently. But
That's what it looks like.
yeah.
Hell, I personally killed it at least a dozen times.
And no one has tried to, I don't know, scry it or follow it when it's dead?
When it's dead, of course not.
Alright. But is it true that has been mainly targeting humanoids? Or is it just anyone in particular?
The only thing it doesn't seem to be attacking is animals and redeemed, after all.
What?
Which... What about what I said was confusing their ass?
It's not attacking redeemed?
Oh, it doesn't seem to be. It'll kill them if it tries to interfere, but it doesn't target them directly.
So it only goes after people who aren't redeemed or animals. Interesting. Alright. Thank you for that. Oh yes, one other thing. And she pats Thorgrim on the shoulder. Meet the person that's going to beat you in the battle royale.
At this, she laughs.
Why are we laughing at Thorgrim?
Oh, that was a good joke, lass.
Thorgrim puffs up his chest, stands up, and is like, aye, that's right. And he steps forward.
Tauntaun's then going to turn to look behind him. He's like, yeah, my money's on the big woman.
You may be big, you may be tough, you may have a really big sword, but I'm a dwarf and we're a hardy bunch.
I'm aware. I have several dwarves in my militia.
so you know what to expect then.
Any particular reason you're trying to do me accent there?
I don't know. I suddenly. Sorry, that was weird.
She's smiling. It's clear you didn't insult her.
Sorry, I tend to. Whenever people talk to me, I tend to try and unconsciously copy the way they speak. It's weird.
Vocal mimicry.
Yeah, that's it. I do that at random. It's weird.
Well, don't bother me then. There's no reason for it to bother me.
Well, just thought I'd make your acquaintance. You know, that way I know the face of the person that I'm gonna slam the hammer into. You know.
Aye, and according to the last there, you're going to beat me.
Aye. That's the plan.
Indeed.
We'll see.
Well, it depends on how many other people are going to be in the match, because apparently it's going to be a big old scrap, you know, a bunch of people.
Aye, but they've had a lot of people pulled out, unfortunately.
Wait, they have? That's a bummer.
Well, whenever they realized that Holy Knight Garum was also going to be participating, they decided they didn't want to tussle with both me and him.
Holy Knight
Holy who?
Garum?
Yeah, Holy Knight Garum.
Who is he?
He's a lieutenant here in the city.
Interesting.
Oh, so two military types are going to be in the Battle Royal then.
So what I'm hearing is that this is a great learning opportunity for my baby boy.
I ain't your baby. I'm your dad. I'm not even your dad. I'm a dad.
He was
What the
referring
heck,
to
you?
Madison.
Oh, right. But hey,
You're like 3 times my age. Why would I call you my baby boy?
I don't fucking know. You're weird.
That's
Understatement
fair,
of the
but at the
century.
same time, I've never called you that before.
That's beside the point anyway. You know, if I gotta fight you, and if I gotta fight this Holy Knight Garum, then I gotta be at the top of my game, and I'll have you know that I can take a lot of hits. I'm pretty good at that. That's one of my best qualities.
How many hits are we talking here, mate?
Well, I had like a dozen swords surrounding me at one point, and they just kept stabbing, and I just kept standing there.
Why didn't you move away from them?
Because I was surrounded by him. I couldn't move.
He was kind of also stuck on a, well, I hesitate to say cliff, but if he fell backwards, he'd have fallen into water.
It's hard
Very,
to swim,
very water. He's not a
and
good
it's
swimmer.
and it's hard to swim with a giant hammer in my hand, so I'd have to drop it, and I don't want to drop my hammer.
Yeah, and he was surrounded. Those swords were also being controlled by a bunch of evil, autonomous moving armors
They
that were
weren't
also
evil,
punching
they
him.
were just animated armors following orders.
They were still
Yeah, they
punching
were-
him.
They were guards, so
Yeah, just because it attacks us doesn't mean it's evil, little.
Either way,
I mean,
swords and armor punching him, but he still stood standing.
I believe there's an account of that in the museum, actually.
Museum.
We
I
were
may-
working
I
with
may
the
go-
Why was I
legendary
half
masters.
expecting her to go like, we have a museum?
I can't say I've been in there very often, unfortunately.
Why not?
I find it rather boring.
Really?
It doesn't involve enough fighting.
Oh,
I like this person.
I
I like
told-
this person a lot.
I told you you'd get along, Thorgrim.
I didn't think we'd get along this quickly, though.
She's also a redhead, so this is probably another reason why you're getting along.
Thorgrim will take a step forward, and will hold out his hand and just be like, "Here's to a good fight."
Aye, here's to a very good fight. And she takes it and and begin shaking it. And due to the size, she basically is crushing your hand, given that she is a large creature and you are not.
Jesus.
Isn't Thorgrim almost a small creature?
Almost.
He's like just barely not a small creature.
Yep, like a foot taller. Strong grip. Ooh.
Itty bitty baby hand.
I'm a very strong lass now.
Yeah, I can tell.
I can't wait to put you in the dirt, mate.
Put me into what?
Into the dirt.
Oh yeah, right. I mean, sorry. Arm. Yeah, no, I can't wait to do the same to you. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Especially
Hey,
with Holy
what's
Night.
your name? With the wing.
Ramiel.
Not her name? Remy.
No.
Are there rules against undead partaking in this?
Technically, no, but it probably wouldn't be a very good idea against me nor against a paladin.
I just need him to learn. He's immortal anyways.
Actually, another question. Are smites allowed in this?
Of course, it's not technically magic.
There you go, Hubert.
Oh, is he also going to be participating?
Indeed. Now that I know he's taking part, I will have to rescind what I said about Thorgrim. That is the man who will beat you in the Royale.
No.
In that case, I'll need to take him out first.
No.
Let's be fair here. Hubert could put you in the dirt quicker than you could say no.
The only reason he beat me last time was because he scared the crap out of me with images of PTSD. That's all, okay? I would have beaten him otherwise. I swear.
Adol smiles smugly, but says nothing.
Though I will say there's one thing that that you ain't accounting for there.
Who,
And
me?
that is?
I'd be immune to his little radiant smites and such.
Her smile slowly fades. Right. Well, he doesn't need it. He will beat you nonetheless. Isn't that right, Hubert?
I will certainly try.
That means he will.
Ah, so you hold the arrogance for the both of ye.
Not exactly arrogance when I've been proven right.
Tauntaun is just gonna look at Hubert with nothing but pity.
Are you his last then?
What? No, I'm
It's
his
the
friend.
other way around. She owns him.
Shut up, Tauntaun. I don't own him. But no,
Wasn't
he's
that-
my friend.
I wasn't asking if she owned him. I was asking if they were dating.
No.
You know, we keep trying to get that through their skulls that they should, but they don't want to.
I think that's the prevailing theory, yes.
It's
See,
if
she
you
likes to consider herself a princess, and he hit her knight. In, I'd say shining armor, but he wears more black than anything else.
He also doesn't wear armor.
will you stop
Fuck
assuming
you!
will you stop assuming that you know me, Tauntaun?
No,
Ugh.
I will not.
And you wonder why I don't trust you. Anyway, he and I are not dating.
Trust
we are
me to be an
simply
idiot.
friends.
I see. I said I see.
Yes.
Eh.
But
Anyways, when is this,
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Oh, perfect! He'll be freshly awoken and everything then.
indeed.
It starts directly at noon.
Oh,
Oh, perfect. I'll have enough time to give him a rundown.
Perfect.
Wouldn't want you to be running late after all.
So
oh
yeah.
no, I'll be sure to be early, let me tell you.
So you all have 24 hours to prepare before you are beaten into the dirt.
No, I'll
It's-
have 24 hours to prepare before I beat you both into the dirt. And he looks up at Ramiel.
See, we'll see. But like I said, I'll take him out first. She says, pointing to Hubert, just in case
Either way,
in case he has a way to make sure that the radiant smites aren't the only thing he has packing.
I suppose I should ask. Have you won every single one of these royales that you've taken part in?
Not every one of them.
Really? That seems surprising.
Sometimes we have contenders that come from out of the city, and surprisingly, they're very good at beating me.
Really?
Any that you still remember?
Well, it was only the one time, but technically speaking, that thing that Paul Masters likes to ride around in did beat me once.
You fought Bartholomew?
Of course I fought Bartholomew.
Bartholomew beat... Actually, I can kind of see that.
That's actually kind of a funny image. You doing battle with a giant tin can like that.
Yeah, it wasn't very fair though, because Paul Masters was also participating, but all he did was stand behind Bartholomew and throw insults at me.
That's it. That's kind of his thing. His insults are pretty scathing.
Wait a minute. Isn't that magic?
I don't think so.
See, the problem was that we couldn't prove that he was casting vicious mockery at the time.
At the time, so you're able to prove it now.
Yeah, why do you think that no magic is no longer allowed? Why that arsehole hasn't participated in it again?
He's pretty good at hiding the truth, you know. That's kind of...
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
Very
no,
charismatic
all I have
fella.
is magic, so I can't participate. I'm going to be sending my boy out though. He needs to learn more about fighting.
Oh boy.
He won't last very long, I'm afraid.
Probably not, no.
It's still a learning experience. Anything you can walk away from is something you can learn from.
Indeed.
And he can walk away from anything as long as I'm alive.
Indeed, you learn more from your defeats than from your successes, which is why I'm sure after this battle he will be as smart as I am.
I'm fairly certain he's already smarter than you.
Sick burn.
Maybe on a bad day.
My baby boy is a genius. He can talk and everything.
He says a sentence repeatedly. And
Okay, first of all...
And an expletive I accidentally taught him. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. That's 2 phrases. And my name.
Either way, it is good to meet with you, Ramiel.
Me too.
I was really worried that you would be, like, super serious and really, you know, I don't want to use certain words, but...
You thought I was gonna be a cunt?
No, I thought you were going to be stuffy, but...
I a cunt.
No, but... I mean, point is, you know, you're cool. I like you. You're awesome.
Well, in any case, I need to get back to practicing. I need to make sure that I'm on my A game.
Yeah, actually, do you know any good places for her? Like, I know I was told to practice out of town, but do you know of any good spots?
Out of town is the perfect place. Think of all the little critters that you could come across. Hey, aren't you the ones that went and killed the Hydra?
We were.
Yep.
Yeah, I still have it scaled if you need proof.
Yeah, that's perfect training experience for you.
Wait,
you want him to go fight another Hydra?
Of course. You guys don't fight Hydras as a pastime?
By myself?
We kind of just happened to cross that one.
I-
In the middle of dealing with Bone Boy.
We're also not the size of one.
I've killed many Hydras.
To
What?
be fair, you can fly. We can't.
What's flying got to do with it? It doesn't do
You
me
have
any good when I
more
have to get within.
three-dimensional access to tactics.
It doesn't do me any good when I have to get in whacking distance.
You also have a bladed weapon that could possibly set on fire.
No, it's radiant energy. Also, bladed weapons cut its head off better.
Yeah, I
Which
have
I
a blood.
don't- which
I have a
don't.
hammer.
So that means you can break their necks.
And I did. A couple of them.
Or its legs. It's fine. I'm fairly certain there might be a spot in the spine that if you hit it right, it'll just paralyze everything.
Fun. Yeah, I hate to say it, but there aren't very good places to train within the city.
Oh, out of it,
There's only the barracks, and those ain't shite.
That's... Yeah, they're for the military folk anyway, like yourself, so,
Has Tauntaun hit the 8-hour mark yet?
No.
Not even
Okay.
close.
Not even
You're-
close.
You're like 3 hours into the day, man.
I'm surprised it's been 3 hours. That would be
And-
moving around all the time, so it's probably 1.5, right?
Yeah, and I'm having your time while you're moving, walking, and talking, so you've only read it for an hour and a
Yeah,
half.
no,
or
it
today.
feels like the game's been going on far longer than it probably actually has.
It's because we've been chatting.
Yeah, my personal sense of time is a bit fucky right now. Today was a work day that went by very, very quickly.
Like I said, I need to go. Sorry I can't help you figure out good tussling places, but going right outside the city probably wouldn't hurt.
I'll figure something out. No need
Just
to worry.
outside the city wall.
Alright.
Good to know.
Go wrestle with some bears or something. And she begins walking away.
Bears.
She has no idea how topical that is to this boy.
When she leaves, Adel's smug expression kind of just vanishes instantly. So that's the kind of person she is.
Thorgrim immediately, like, his puffed up chest and everything just sags. And he goes, "What the fuck?
Good job, Thorgrim.
How am I supposed to... What the... Two military people and Hubert at the same time.
And Patterson!
And who knows how ever many other contestees.
Indeed, probably many. I do apologize for putting you on the spot, but I felt that if I spoke to her in my usual manner, we wouldn't get very far.
Oh, I must say, my lady, signing me up for this, especially against an angel, I hate to say it, was not a very bright move.
I wasn't going to sign you up.
You have already signed me up.
I thought we had to sign up via sheet or something.
Haha.
You said I was going to participate, did you not?
Well, good luck, Hubert.
He nods.
It'll be a good learning experience. Anywho, you've spoken with 3 of them. I do hope that we'll be able to speak with Ramiel on our own. And as she heads off, she just pats Thorgrim on the shoulder. So when you beat her, I'm sure we'll be able to get her in that position. And she keeps walking.
Amazing!
Oh, I will. Don't worry. But he sounds far less confident than before.
Yeah. But yeah, Adel just acted all smug and haughty to get her to be more comfortable. And accidentally put poor Thorgrim on the spot to do it.
Thorgrim on the spot, put a mark on Hubert's head.
Hubert will be fine.
And then there's Tauntaun, who usually has no sense of social cues and just went, oh cool, I could just put my baby boy in this and he can learn stuff. He probably won't win.
I'll get Patterson obliterated again.
Alright,
It'll only take me a maximum of 3 days to bring him back again.
time to head out and go see Rolf.
But to be fair, every time he's died and come back, he ends up a little smarter.
Not every time.
Yeah, every time.
Not really. He just grows smarter over time.
Do you remember what direction Rolf was in?
East,
East.
1 mile from the city.
Alright. With that being said, you guys go. I don't have a farm map, so we will Theater of the Mindless.
Okay. Well,
So-
what does this farm look like?
You walk for quite a few minutes. It takes quite a long amount of time. However, as you crest a hill, you see down below a fenced-off area that is filled with multicolored sheep.
Is
And
it
What?
all 16 colors?
yes. And
Are they all
as
named
you
Jeb?
walk, as you walk down the pathway, you see many people working in the area.
no.
No, that's
No.
the Lon Lon Ranch theme.
It's Epona's theme. It's Epona. Epona's theme.
It's the Lon Lon Ranch theme.
Yep.
Same thing.
Well, same thing, technically.
I don't fucking know.
No, like, the place that I'm remembering this from is just some little fucking Rito village fucker, Big Bird.
I don't remember.
Played it on the
Yeah,
accordion.
The bird plays the Epona's theme. Yes.
All right.
I just remember it as bird guy with exposition.
Adel's going to look to one of the working people, at least look for one that doesn't look too busy.
What do you say?
Hello. I was hoping if you could point me in the direction of Rolf.
They look to you and go, well, who the hell are you?
Oh, my name's Lady Donsage.
What do you need my older brother for?
Oh, I was hoping to speak with him about his experiences with the Adventurers Guild.
Rolf! One of them snobs want to talk to you!
I see.
I do believe they think we're with the Adventurers Guild, Hubert says, leaning over to you.
Thank you, Hubert.
And, after a while, you see a very tall man, about 6 feet tall, walking over. He's in just standard civilian clothing, and he has a bit of a limp to him as he walks over before leaning on the fence and snorts. He's like, "What do you want?"
First off, I want to try and see how old is this guy? And is he human?
He is human, and he looks to be about 40.
George is in his mid-20s. He does kind of fit the bill, actually. Well, no. Well, yes, he kind of does, assuming he got kicked out when he was 20. Hello. I wanted to know more about your experiences with the Adventurers Guild, if you don't mind me asking.
Are you with them?
No.
Well then. It wasn't great.
I heard that they mistreated you. I wanted to know a bit more.
It wasn't so much they mistreated me. It's just the more experience you get going with them, the less they pay you. Which I suppose I understand. They want to make sure you get the money you're due with how damaging it is, but it got to the point where I wasn't getting paid nothing for doing so much work. All because I was managing to do it without any problems.
Indeed, that sounds incredibly unfair. Given your higher expertise and more skill, you should probably be paid more, not less.
He just shrugs it. No use crying over spilled milk.
We did do one quest for them before. I could see what you mean. They seem very... Yes, thank you. They seem very strange in their practices. The quest they gave us barely any information to work off of.
That isn't really their fault. It's whoever employed them for the mission.
I see. But we just... Oh, there was one other thing. I heard something about a sword of yours that they took?
They told me it was a fiendish one, blade made by demons.
How do you find it?
I found it the way you find any good old weapon. You found it in the catacombs.
You went to the catacombs?
Not these catacombs, different catacombs.
Oh. Which ones?
Some out in the wildlands.
Do you think you can give me directions? Or is it too far gone?
I could if it was still standing.
Ah, so it's gone now?
Yeah, whenever I picked up the blade, fucking demon spawned and I had to fight it, and it caused the whole place to cave in.
Oh, impressive that you managed to take down the demon then.
Yeah, it wasn't a very strong one.
Must be a shame about the sword then.
Wait a minute. Every time you picked up the sword, a demon showed up?
No, just that once.
Okay.
Alright. while I'm talking, I'm going to... Because he doesn't seem to have that much of a grudge over the city, so I'd like to roll an insight to try and tell if, like, maybe he's hiding his true feelings or if they're genuine.
Okay.
Well,
Best you can tell, he's telling everything. It doesn't seem like he's hiding things.
Oh well. It's kind of strange. You'd think someone at the Adventurers Guild would have someone, I don't know, do something about the murders going on.
They've been trying, but I think they've been killed.
Really?
Aye.
I guess that explains why I didn't see any quest for solving the murder when I went to the guild.
Yeah, but from what I've heard from the rumors, anybody who tried to hunt the thing down most likely got torn to shreds by it.
Interesting. Alright. Well, thank you for your time, Rolf.
He just kind of waves you off, not really responding to your thanks.
Alright. Elle will turn and start heading off. So after, like, walking away until she thinks she's out of eyesight, she'll sigh. I don't think it's him.
Then who do you think it is?
I don't know. But it's definitely not him.
Unless it is.
Unless it is. But I don't think it is. From what we got told by, what is his name? Mankey? Not Mankey. Janko. From what we got told by Janko, it has to be someone with a deep grudge. He seems...
From what we heard from that monkey Pokemon.
From what we heard from the monkey! But no. I don't think he has that much hatred towards the city to be joining along with whatever is going on. Unless it was unwilling, but Janko never mentioned that, so I don't think that's the case here. No, it isn't him. It's definitely not Ramiel. She seems pretty genuine in her feelings for the city.
Well, we always try and talk to that Sariesh fella.
That is going to be difficult. We'll need to be lucky to find him. No, Sariesh is a girl. We'll need to be lucky to find her.
Right.
And the chances of just bumping into her when walking around the city is pretty small.
2 hours later.
Well, I mean, you can handle that. I'm probably gonna stick around outside the city for a bit.
Are you going to go wrestle bears?
I'm gonna go train somehow. I don't know. I just know that I have to be in top condition for tomorrow.
So you're going to wrestle 2 bears then?
However many I need in order to be in top condition.
So 3 bears.
You could go wrestle Ramiel.
That
Yes, but
probably won't
where does she
go
even
well.
train?
Outside the city somewhere.
Oh, in which case, yes. Go find Ramiel and wrestle with her.
Oh God.
I'm
You
serious.
really, you want me to get crushed?
I mean, not only would it be a good learning experience for you, but you might be able to find out more about her by fighting her. I hear that people like that get closer by fighting.
Sure. I guess I could try and find her and practice a bit.
I'm sure it will go well. Good luck, Thorgrim.
Sure. Thanks, I guess.
Just use that old dwarven charm.
Yeah, 'cause that always works.
It worked in Azazel's Hall, didn't it?
I guess.
Look on the bright side. If Jubilee were here, she would make an innuendo.
Yes, and Tauntaun's too distracted by his book to do it.
Ah, right. This is the perfect time then.
Go on.
Maybe I
Then.
can just... Alright. Yep. I'm off to try and find her then.
Okay. Roll an investigation.
Oh, great. Using my intelligence stat.
Holy
Hey, I found
fuck.
her! Rival
you-
located.
I'm gonna go wrestle me an angel.
I want to go wrestle Big
That's
Angel
gonna go
Mommy.
really well.
Oh, look at this beauty right here.
Definitely go on crocodile hunter.
Let's
I'm
just
gonna
hope,
poke out with a stick. She's angry!
just hope you don't go Crocodile Hunter from fucking South Park.
Oh god, no.
Now I'm gonna stick my thumb in its butthole.
Do it!
No. No. I'm not gonna do that.
I don't know, I ship him.
Nope.
Although, let's be real here, the woman would definitely be the top and Thorgrim would be getting pegged.
Me want snoo. Alright,
Thorgrim's
So-
hit never worked again.
alright. You find her with decent ease, actually. You just follow the sounds of... You follow your senses and the sounds of fighting. And you find her just about... just a few dozen feet out of the southern gate. She seems to be just absolutely destroying training dummies, just hitting them, blasting them apart. You would think it unfair, but then you remember they're training dummies, so they don't have feelings.
Oi.
Ah, what you doing out here, mate?
Same as you?
Ah, you come here to train then?
Gotta be in tip-top shape for tomorrow.
Or are you coming here to try and find my tactics?
A little column A, little column B.
Ah, well, I'd reckon that'd be cheating if it weren't for the fact that I really don't care.
I don't care either, really. I'm just here to, make sure I'm not training alone. I hate training alone.
I would say that I'm training alone, but I got all these dummies that I'm beating up.
You got a couple spare for me to beat up?
Pick any you like.
Okay. Gonna go to the nearest one and you start wailing it.
Alright. You don't want to wrestle the angel?
Well, I mean, gotta, hit the dummy a few times and then just be like, you know what? This is kind of boring. You want to
He's
wrestle?
gonna warm up first.
Ah, you want to wrestle me?
Yeah.
You don't fear big women?
No. Not at all.
I suppose I can try. I'll take it easy on ya.
I'll, drop my hammer, rub my hands together, and get into like a wide pose, arms out.
Alright. Roll an athletics.
It's about to get weird.
Alright, so she respects you to some degree and grasps your hand, and then that's when you realize just how strong she is as she begins pushing down on you, and you're actually feeling your legs beginning to buckle immediately.
Crap. Thorgrim grits his teeth, stares up at the looming form of Ramiel, and then just says, not bad. I would like to rage.
Head ass.
Roll another athletics.
Net. 25 with advantage, baby.
Alright, at this point, you actually begin overpowering her, and you begin pushing her away, as well as pushing her back a bit.
Ha, not bad for an old man, eh?
You don't look a day over 105.
I'm 207.
Yeah, that's close, she says to this.
Probably
Roll
close for an angel. You guys live for thousands of years, don't you?
I'm practically immortal.
Roll another athletics.
God, old man dwarf flirting.
Hey, one of them's an old woman.
But the dwarf is flirting.
Alright, now, unfortunately, she has steadied herself, and you two seem to be equally matched, neither managing to overpower the other.
Alright. Another. Haha!
Alright, now you're beginning to push her back even more, and you see that she's beginning to actually strain against you. You're a bit stronger than I thought.
Yes! All dwarf strength!
Looks like I'm gonna have to start trying to really put in the effort then.
Get serious! Playtime's over!
Alright, roll another athletics. She manages to stabilize herself, and once again, you two go back to being equally matched. As we need. What is it with you in 26?
Keep rolling 19s, man.
And you begin pushing against her, and you see the veins in your hands beginning to bulge from the amount of pressure that you're both putting on one another, and you're still equally matched.
What the fuck?
This barbarian mating ritual is weird.
I know, right?
Hey, yo.
Ooh, that's not good.
Alright, this time, however, she seems to smirk before swinging a leg into your knee to cause it to buckle as she pushes you down to your knees now.
No fair! Come on!
What do you mean? What do you mean, no fair? We didn't say no kicking.
Fine, I'm gonna start kicking then.
Alright, roll it.
Damn it!
Alright,
Short legs.
so you manage to stand back up. You manage to stand back up as you go back to the middle ground where neither of you can really seem to get the edge over the other.
Okay. I'm trying to like reach forward with my leg to kick her leg, but like my legs are too stubby, and I'm just like I can't reach her.
It doesn't seem like you can reach there, mate.
Oh wow! Oh my god!
Wow.
Luck ran out.
Your luck's gone, man.
Alright, so as you're trying to kick her, suddenly you feel her just push down as she once again pushes you down to your knees.
My adrenaline's wearing off. Damn it!
No. Don't take me. Don't take me down to the Paradise City.
The grass is green and the girls are pretty. Please, no, stop.
Alright. So, once again, you manage to you feel your adrenaline pump as you stand back up and go to the middle ground where nobody has the advantage over the other.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
This is the longest Greco-Roman log I've ever seen.
Gotta love Greco-Roman, man.
You're beginning to try my patience here, mate, as she says as now she uses her weight more efficiently and begins pushing you to your knees once again.
Dear God, man.
With you slowly leaning backwards as you, as she's beginning to desperately try to pin you.
My spine is not meant to bend that way.
Not as
Oh!
Alright. This time, with the whispers of Burr in your ears, you see that her legs are bent within kicking distance, and you reach your leg forward, hooking it behind her knee and kicking the back of her knee, which causes her to buckle and fall to her knees, with you now being in the advantage.
Good
She's
God,
still
man.
taller than him.
Oh,
Yeah, she
much
should
taller.
still be taller than him.
At least
She may be on her knees, but he's still only tit height.
I imagine like I'm up to her knees still.
Alright, roll athletics. Will this be the roll that does it?
Probably
No!
not.
As she does not want to go down, as she's managing to hold herself back from being able to be pushed to the ground.
Did she raise back up?
No.
Okay. 22.
Alright. With this and the last bit of effort that you can feel, you let out a very hearty grunt as you finally manage to push forward, pinning her back to the ground.
Yo!
You're pinning an angel, my dude. That's hot.
And then I just like fall.
How don't fall where?
Probably like fall under her collarbone and then tumble off of her onto his back. Like
Damn.
It appears that you're tougher than you seem.
Told you. Old dwarf strength. Oh god, you're strong. Ugh.
Damn right I'm strong, she says as she uses her wings to flap and gets back to standing position.
Thorgrim will slowly get up, sort of cough, and dust himself off. Oh, that was a good warm-up, I think.
Aye.
Whew. Thorgrim picks up his hammer, and then looks like he's about to walk away, but then he turns around and just swings at one of the training dummies, and just BAM! I think that's good enough for one day.
I'm gonna keep practicing. You can never get in too many rounds after all.
Crazy. You know what?
She did that on purpose.
You know what? You're right. A little bit more. And he'll just start wailing on the nearest training dummy.
Meanwhile, at the tavern.
Tauntaun is read book.
I wonder how Thorgrim is doing.
Jubilee. I don't know why, but for some reason I have a strong sense that Thorgrim is getting up to some sort of shenanigans I should be making jokes about.
You should have gone with him, Jubilee.
My horny joke senses are tingling.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with the way the streets are today, I can't really do that.
I am a sailor and there is a ship to be sailed!
Bruh.
Yeah.
Welcome to the dry dock, motherfuckers! We're building a boat!
I do hope that he gets along well with her. They seem to be very nice with one another.
Yeah, so how did the lead go?
Unfortunately, not far enough. He seems... Oh, right, the music.
No, the silliness must continue.
All of a sudden, everybody at the bar starts wrestling.
Ah,
Tauntaun is not there to wrestle. He is at his desk.
good.
The desk.
Try to wrestle him and he will throw a fireball.
The desk suddenly becomes a mimic and you have to wrestle it.
I will fireball the bitch. Do not tempt me.
Middle
Make with
Sarte,
strong arms.
literally, get the table.
No. But either way,
No, seriously, the table's attacking us.
well, Rolf seemed old enough that it's possible. But no. His reaction showed that his grudge isn't deep enough to allow for those murders to occur. Well, it's a little suspicious, but not that suspicious.
It's too bad I wasn't there to try to read him. Does he have any family there?
Oh, plenty.
You didn't ask any of their opinions?
That would be strange, don't you think? A bunch of random people came around and started asking questions about this one particular person.
Well, it sounds like you managed to get talking to him.
Indeed. But that was under the guise of casual conversation about the guild, while complaining about it.
Well, yeah, you could have just asked the others, like, what's your opinion on this? And that was it.
Well, you can go do that then.
Tomorrow.
Feel free.
Tomorrow,
Oh.
Thorgrim and I will be participating in a fight.
The Battle Royale.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I am sorry for inadvertently signing you up for it, Hubert.
It does not bother me.
It sounded like it did
yeah.
a bit ago.
Of course not.
Jubilee's just looking between the two. Something happened. I can sense it.
Yes, in order to get Ramiel to feel comfortable enough to speak with us, I had to act a bit out of character.
No. Something else happened.
What are you referring to?
Kind of looks over Hubert and then looks at Edelsarday.
She looks genuinely like, what are you talking about?
Did you two have a fight?
No.
You act as if that is rare. Hubert and I disagree all the time.
But we have
No, we don't. Yes, I do.
But no, we didn't have a fight.
Jubilee just kind of just gives that little look of,
What? If you're
No,
thinking
nothing, I
something, I'd
suppose.
rather you be more open about it.
I don't know. I just get the sense that I don't know. I thought maybe you two had some sort of argument that was a little more than the usual, but I guess I'm wrong.
A little more how?
I don't know. Like Hubert may have been a little more objective than usual.
Objective than usual? And she just looks
Like
to Hubert.
he really didn't like. Well, it's not from the sounds of it. You signed him up for it. Didn't sound like he wanted to do this.
The only issue that I have is I'm not going to be able to actually do much damage against the angel. Other than that, I do not mind at all.
All right. So what's Ramiel like anyway?
Very boisterous. Very out there.
Sounds like my kind of person, honestly.
Yeah, she's more fitting for you or Thorgrim than for me. Hence why I had to act a bit out of character.
You know, you really don't have to do that, but oh well. So that just leaves only one angel we haven't met yet, then.
Not an
Sariesh.
angel.
Or one leader, sorry.
I didn't expect Ramiel to be an angel.
With a name like Ramiel?
I don't know angel names. And you ain't here, shut up.
I mean, that's fair, but at the same time, it just sounds angelic.
Go back to reading.
He is reading. When he speaks, he's doing halftime.
Anyway. Wait, no, not halftime. You're in your room. Get out of here. So where was I? Yes, I wasn't expecting her to be an angel, given that she's the leader of the humanoids. Oh, important thing. Boneclaw isn't attacking the redeemed.
Really?
That makes it concrete that they're connected.
That also makes a contradiction, too.
How so?
Well, he attacked the redeemed. Unless someone else did it, what about the redeemed that escorted us here?
Oh, right. He only attacks redeemed if they attack first. Well, I assume, unless he's in the way.
Or something else attacked them.
Or they're in the way.
Or when they're in the way. Whenever redeemed tries to stop him from attacking his target, that's when they get killed. But they're never the target.
Well, like... I mean, do we know that he kills them if they get in his way, other than our situation?
Well,
That is what we were told.
Well, here's another thing then. What did he show up outside his usual hunting grounds then?
we already
Presume-
discussed this
presumably he
to
was hunting
attack
George.
George and his father are the only people that seem to affect his usual MO. Which means the person...
Maybe we assume too much about the person having a grudge against the city then.
It could just be against George and his father. but maybe, but we don't know anymore.
Or maybe they're jealous of what George and his father have.
We still don't know anything. I think we'd be making a mistake by trying to grasp at straws that may not be there. Let's just work with what we have.
We know it's a hateful person, that much is for sure.
Someone with a grudge against the city, but a particular grudge against George and his father for some reason, and they're definitely linked with the cult. This also confirms that that making the Redeemed was part of their plan. Otherwise,
what if it's not? Sorry, I just realized. What if we're thinking about part of it wrong?
What do you
if
mean?
It's not actually directed at George and his father, but directed at Azazel?
If it was directed at Azazel, he would have attacked her.
No. The idea is not to kill Azazel, but to cause her grief. And what's the best way to cause someone grief? Attack the ones they love.
We had this idea before, and it didn't really go anywhere.
Right, but here's the thing. Now that we know it's against the city, it makes sense for that. It makes sense now because she's considered one of the biggest leaders of the city. So if you have a grudge against the city, you most likely would have a grudge against its leader.
Here's the issue with that line of thinking, though. In situations like this, we need to just focus on three things: the how, the why, and the what. We know the what and we know the how, but we don't know the why. Figuring to solve this, we only really need, to permanently solve it, we only really need 2 out of those 3, and we already have them. I think trying to think up of the why won't really get us anywhere at this point.
Well, if we've been looking for suspects, I think the why would help us to figure that part out.
That is true, but without any concrete evidence, that's really circumstantial. We're really just grasping at straws.
Well, again, we need, if we're gonna find this person, it'd be best to attack every lead we can.
Indeed. You're not wrong there. Which is why we should speak with Sariash. Assuming that one of the leaders were jealous about what happened with George's father, Sariash is, one of the few that could potentially be it. Luminarch seems to be as out of the loop as Azazel and we are. Ramiel...
Oh, I don't think it's Luminarch, at least.
Exactly. Ramiel doesn't seem that kind of person. And if... I suppose we
might be assuming, stuff of the leaders. What if it's just someone...
underneath them?
Who wanted to be George's father, I guess, in a way.
Well, we'll have to meet with them to find out. There is another name that we got. Holy Knight... What was it? Holy Knight, Garin. Yes. He's going to be at the Royale. Assuming we're able to speak with him after the tournaments, we might find something.
Yeah. Maybe we should ask him about the father and see how he reacts.
Only thing is, how would we even get to him?
I mean, we have a few people in the tournament, don't we?
Yes, but that would be tomorrow. So I guess we'll have to put a pin in that for now.
Yeah.
And then there's Sariash. I don't know anything about them.
No, we don't. None of us do. So that's a wild card in itself.
We know she is a dryad.
And I doubt a dryad would be jealous of this type thing, but I could be wrong.
Yes, you never know. Besides, no. You just need to meet with them. Somehow.
Well, we'll think about that. For now, Jubilee yawns.
How are your
Unfortunately,
legs?
I'm still a little tired. Better, but unfortunately, I still need sleep, so...
How is it that you always end up in this position?
Because I do a lot to get information. So, I was literally doing this for info, so you're welcome.
I don't fully
even though it didn't do us much good.
I don't fully believe that either.
Look, I got in over my head.
No kidding.
believe.
At least this kind of thing that I get over my head in. At least makes me come back in one piece.
Sometimes literally.
Jubilee, if you did it for mostly pleasure, we will not judge.
I mean, I won't lie. I partially did it, but I did it mostly for information, and it was only fair. I'm not gonna lie to you and say it wasn't pleasurable, but I actually was doing it to get information.
Online request is next time you keep it down.
I hope it. He could go literally all night.
Learn the spell. Learn a spell
go.
that muffles your noise.
Or bury your face in the pillow.
I'll keep that in mind, as she says, limping back to the bedroom.
Mother of mercy. Well, how do you think we're doing in this investigation, Hubert?
Somewhere between decently and poorly.
Yes, I agree with you. But at least we're getting somewhere. And she just very slowly pinches the bridge of her nose.
Do not let it bother you too much, my lady.
It is not that. It is that I'm the reason why this is getting significantly more complicated than it needs to be.
How is that?
If not for my need to not kill, we could have found this person and killed them already and solved the issue.
The issue is we cannot find them, so your statement is incorrect.
I could scry them, or scry Boneclaw after killing him, then we find this person and kill them.
We presume that it spawns next to the person. If it spawns within their vicinity, well, that would not do us much good.
That's a good point.
You say that as if my points are typically not on point.
Oh, shush. But, there's something here that I'm missing. And she just stands and paces a little. Some key point that is staring me right in the face and I don't see it.
Or perhaps it is a key point we have yet to find.
Maybe.
There are, after all, thousands of people in this city.
Any one of them can have a grudge against the city. Or a grudge against George and his father. Oh, and she sits up. I have to collect the amulet.
Ah, right.
We should probably go do that.
Of course.
Alright. Well, Jubilee's resting and Tauntaun's sleeping, so they should be fine without us.
Tauntaun's reading.
Reading, right. And she quickly heads off to go get the amulet.
Alright. You make it to the Adventurers Guild with no issue. Hubert and Riki, of course, following you.
Hello.
He looks to you and nods.
Is the amulet ready?
Yes, he says, and he lifts up a box and sets it in front of you.
She'll open it and look inside.
As you do, you see an amulet that has been inscribed to look like a three-headed hydra. Each of the heads have their eyes glowing, and in the very middle of the amulet, you see a tiny replica of the hydra heart.
She'll take it and put it on.
Okay.
Anything...
You will have to attune to it.
How long does that take?
Short rest.
Alright. Well,
How many times am I going to have to tell you this before you remember?
I don't know, man. I forget things. Okie dokie. So, she'll thank the receptionist and we'll start going, but then stop. Actually, do you know where I could buy magic ink?
I would assume at any shop that has it available. The ones that are meant more for wizardy folk.
Any nearby?
He gives you an address for one.
Alright, she'll look over. And we'll try to buy some magic ink.
Okay. It'll cost 10 gold for a bottle of it.
Okie doke. She will take some. Then she'll thank them and head back.
Alright.
Alright.
Thorgrim, when do you start heading back to town?
Probably by nightfall, so that I can at least get a decent sleep.
Alright. So once Adelstorday and Hubert make it back to the tavern, they sit down for a few minutes, and then you see a disheveled-looking Thorgrim come in. It looks like he's been wrestling with bears.
Ah, so it was 10 bears instead of 2.
Approximately. Whatever one giant angel compares to.
Large.
I wrestled Ramiel.
I would not
What?
recommend.
I won too.
You
would not
won?
recommend saying that around Jubilee.
Or Tauntaun, for that matter.
Right. Horny jokes. Yeah.
But how did it go?
Pretty well. We were at a standstill for a pretty long time. She's really strong. But eventually I managed to very slowly get her into a pinning predicament so that I can, I guess, win. Because that's what happens. You lock hands and then you pin your opponent down and you win. That's what happened.
You're making this too easy, Thorgrim. You're very lucky neither of those two are here. But
Yes, whenever you make Lady Adelstorday start making jokes.
Very tired. I'm not really in the mood to really care.
I understand. But I'm glad that you're getting along well with her. You're actually getting along even better than I thought you would.
She's cool. Like, if we hadn't just met, we would definitely be like best friend material. She definitely feels like someone I've known for years.
Well, what's stopping you from being her best friend?
Not a whole lot, really. I think, yeah, I don't know. Not really sure if, like, I can just go up to, a military angel and just be like, hey, you want to be best friends? It sounds kind of, I don't know.
And yet you treat a noble woman who rules over 2 kingdoms like a child. Your child, specifically.
Sorry,
insane?
it's dad instinct.
I am
sorry.
not saying that it is a bad thing. I am simply saying that you can go up to her, despite her position, and be like, hey, let's be friends. I think she would appreciate it, actually.
Well, we did shake hands, so at least we have an amicable relationship there. So, yeah, I think I'll do that when the tournament ends, or when the match is concluded. Win or lose, I'll just be like, hey, you want to be friends? And hopefully we can be friends.
Indeed.
But I'm really tired. So, I think I'm gonna have a drink and then go to bed.
Sounds like a plan.
I was gonna order a drink and then, sip away at it.
Alright.
Adel will watch him before, taking out her scroll and, start, what's the word? Actually, she'll ask Hubert if he has a parchment or anything.
He slides some over towards you.
Thanks. Then she'll start writing down, trying to, what's the word? Put some spells to paper, I guess?
That's gonna require an Arcana check.
Okie doke.
You attempt to, however, you've never made a spell scroll before, so you don't really know what you're doing. So, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you've actually created a spell scroll.
But is it a good start?
You don't know.
Damn. Well, I guess I'll have to ask someone to teach me how to do this. And she just rolls it up and puts it in her pack. Good to get criticism when I'm able to.
You think Poe Masters could teach you?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't know this. Actually, I haven't seen him all day. I haven't seen him for the past couple of days, in fact.
Thorgrim's expression visibly sours.
Hubert, can you go knock on Poe Master's door and check if he's in there?
I could go into his room.
Knock.
Very well.
Hubert will walk away, and after a few minutes, he returns and says, yes, he is in his room.
Ah, perfect. Then she'll get up and head over. Hello, Poe Masters. Knock, knock, knock.
Hello.
I was hoping if you could help me with something.
Help you with what, my friend?
Like putting magic onto a scroll?
Making a spell scroll.
Yes.
One moment.
And after a few minutes, the door begins to open, and you see Poe Masters laying on his bed. Based on the indent that he has on his bed, he has not left the bed in several days.
Are you okay?
I am perfectly fine. I do not get the chance to just simply lie down and relax.
Yes, but looks like you've been in here for the past couple of days.
Oh, I have been.
Have you eaten anything?
Of course. I have many foodstuffs that I have been eating, munching away on, and drinking.
Ado like glances around.
You see some discarded ration tins, some empty water skins and whatnot.
I don't know if this is healthy, but you do you, I suppose.
So like I said, sometimes you just have to lie down and relax.
Right.
As they say, you have to get lazy and spud out.
Fair enough. Anywho,
Fucking love that saying. I'm gonna use that now.
get lazy and spun out.
Butt out.
Butt out. Alright. She'll take a seat. So I only just tried it now, and she'll show him the scroll she made. Was hoping for your critique and some advice.
Well, firstly, you are not using a magic quill. The magic ink you have got is subpar at best, and you have very good handwriting. That is very admirable.
Thank you. As nobility, I'm sort of supposed to have good handwriting.
And I suppose that is a fair point. But, you said this was your first time trying, yes?
Yes.
You have to remember that making a spell scroll is not as simple as just jotting things down on a piece of paper. You actually have to infuse the paper with your magic.
I see.
The process can take a really long time to master. I would recommend starting with something a little smaller than what you are trying here.
So a cantrip.
Yeah. That is going to be infinitely easier to try and transcribe.
And then I just grow it from there.
Of course, practice makes perfect.
Very well, thank you.
And don't ever let failure get you down.
Of course not.
must
Failure is
remember.
just a learning experience.
You must remember, the difference between you and the master is a master has failed far more times than you.
Yes, and their first name is Poe.
I wasn't going to say that, but I appreciate it. It means you think so very highly.
Well, thank you for your advice.
And thank you for the visit.
He nods before heading out and shutting the door behind her.
Now, I must ask you, and this may be a bit pryy, but,
Yes?
what is the deal between you and Hubert?
He's my best friend.
So you've said.
Yes?
I don't know. I could be reading more into the situation, but I feel like there's a little bit more than both of you are letting on.
Well, we have a complicated but very close relationship.
That tells me nothing.
If you want to know more, you'd have to ask him. I don't think it's my place to say.
I'm going to not do that, because I'm afraid he will bite me.
He won't bite you.
I'm fairly certain he's a vampire.
What? What? No.
What do you mean, no? Dark, broody, doesn't like the sun, robes.
I am dark, I dislike the sun, and I wear... She gestures to herself. Similar colors to him.
Are you a vampire?
No, you've seen me and you've seen us both in the sun.
There are ways to get around that.
What?
Robes of sun protection.
No, we're not vampires, we're drow.
I know you're drow, but drow can be vampires.
We are not vampires. I don't know what gave you the idea that we're Was it Tauntaun?
No.
Right.
Once again, just based off of, it's not even you, it's specifically him.
What? You know, you're not even the first person to assume he's a vampire. I don't see it. He's nothing like a vampire.
How is he not like a vampire?
Vampires are typically like always in the dark. Well, stereotypically, he's not always in the dark.
What do you mean? He constantly stands in your shadow.
Yes, but he's taller than me, so he's in the sunlight all the time.
Not to mention, he's also really good at stealth, doesn't care about killing people. Are you sure he's not a vampire?
He steps quietly, and he has very specific morals. I can assure you, he's not a vampire.
Still not going to ask him.
Well, if you don't want to trust him, trust me. He's not a vampire. I would know if he was a vampire. He is not a vampire. Anyway, I will leave you to your resting.
Buddy.
Right. And she'll leave and shut the door. Before heading back. Well, that was interesting.
How so, my lady?
I got some very good advice, and I have been told for the second time that you're a vampire.
Maybe I should become one.
No, you shouldn't.
Please don't.
Why not?
Why would you want to become a vampire?
He just slowly shrugs to this.
Think of all the spiders I'd be able to summon if I was a vampire.
She pauses for a brief moment. That it's like that's not a good idea to become a vampire anyway.
Millions upon millions of them.
Shut up, Hubert.
Maybe even a big one.
Someone's got arachnophobia, don't they?
Spiders are basically worshipped by the drow.
Yeah,
Not
but
in, she's not from this dimension.
I just find it really funny that the drow, which usually worship the Spider Queen, and then having one arachnophobic drow that's like, no.
No, she's not arachnophobic. She just thinks spiders are cute.
I just think it's a funny idea.
Anyway.
Thorgrim's gonna get up from his seat once his drink is empty and just sort of nod at Hubert, Adelsarde, and Ricky before saying, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, guys.
Good night. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. It's gonna be hard. Oh, God. And he just trundles off to bed.
Adel just very quietly mumbles, phrasing.
They're beginning to rub off on you, my lady.
I know and I hate it. I wish I rubbed off on them.
My lady.
You just hear it from the other room. Phrasing.
Do be more conscious about what you say.
Don't you start doing it too.
I would never.
Like says quietly, Fuma. Ricky, what are your thoughts and everything?
What do you mean?
What are your thoughts? What do you think?
I don't.
You don't think?
No.
You have no opinion on, for example, any of us?
We're nice.
I guess that's an opinion. I do hope that soon you'll start thinking more of yourself and being more used to your ability to do what you wish.
She just looks at the floor.
I'm not saying that's bad that you're unable to at the minute. For someone in your position, I imagine it's incredibly difficult and very unnatural. But I hope that with my help and the help of others, it will start coming naturally to you.
Okay.
Adel smiles. Are you hungry?
No.
Alright.
You've already fed me.
Yes, but that was this morning. That was hours ago.
She blinks to this.
But if you're not hungry, then you're not hungry.
You eat more than once a day? What is this shit?
I'm going to head to bed. We have a big day tomorrow. Good night, Hubert. Good night, Ricky. Enjoy it off.
Yep. Ricky will follow you. Hubert will do Hubert things. Alright.
What's Hubert
Vampire?
You know, whenever this reminds you of Final
Julie's
Fantasy.
in her new boyfriend's bed.
Oh dear. Oh no, Poe Master's gonna be mad. But no, this reminds you of
At least
in Final Fantasy 15, there's always a minute where a party member is just like, I'm going to go now, and is gone, and that's just their DLC. So I like to think, if this were a game, Hubert doing Hubert things is just his crazy Metal Gear Solid style DLC shenanigans.
It's just him despawning entirely.
Adding a new serial killer to the city.
Oh no.
Ah, shit.
Alright, so this seems like a good place to call it.
Yeah, my...
That way
The quick rolls real quick before we go.
Yeah, sure, if you want to.
Sure.
And can I get an hour count so I can put it on my sheet?
Fuck
we'll
my life.
We'll say you've read. Now, he didn't mean those rolls.
Oh.
You know. We'll say that
Oh
you
my
read,
god.
We'll say that you read 10.
Why? You're gonna keep me up all fucking night. I didn't even have a chance to go and leave.
You're already in bed. You're in for the long haul.
Fuck this. I am leaving. I am getting Hubert and I am going.
Nope, I'm in control this time.
He rolled high enough though that it didn't bother him.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm the one who says this.
I don't know, man.
Do I still need to make the con save, or did I actually take control this time?
Yeah, you need to make the con save. The constitution checks or something else.
Okay.
Yeah,
I am the captain now.
Yes,
oh,
you are.
Jesus Christ. This campaign is
So
fucking cursed.
So now you're getting grunts instead.
This
This
campaign.
bullshit.
This campaign is fucking cursed. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe, and maybe watch some more. Be seeing ya.